and how we
Oh, I'm a fucking idiot!
Huh?
I had OBS muted. I had OBS muted.
Oh,
We've been talking and no one heard us. Fuck, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
That's hilarious.
That's me.
That's a
me.
mood.
Alright, so hi, it's Twisted Disaster. It's America Day. And these are my friends.
Hi, I'm the Zwodiacword and I'm sick.
I'm Holly. Fuck. Sorry, I was inking something. And people know me as HC Brown. Please do not call me that in real life, ever.
I don't know. People could call me Zodiac in real life and I wouldn't even notice.
You need sleep, dipshit. I slept a lot today, okay? Also, hi Anna! You're live!
Hi.
Ruby and Sapphire saved America, oh my
They're
god.
cuties! No spoilers for the people who haven't seen it, because it's cute. And I loved it.
Yo, I want to say fuck America Day because I sat outside for 5 minutes and got eaten by mosquitoes. Oh no, that happened to me when I went to Washington for the first time.
Oof.
It was back in high school, and because Cody's grandparents have a lake house up there, that's where they are right now while we're house sitting. And so we went up there, and I had never actually been eaten alive by mosquitoes before that moment.
Oh.
And like every time I'd leave the house, they would just attack me, and I hated it.
Oof.
I was like, I thought I was used to mosquitoes here. I was wrong. They swarm. Because it's it's right by a lake, so they're just everywhere.
Oh no.
I live in dirty old Texas where it's humid all the time.
Hey.
So...
See, this is what I'm talking about. Everyone I know.
Why do you have so many friends from Texas,
That's what I keep telling you guys. Almost all of my friends live in Texas, but none of y'all are close to each other.
And I introduced you to Quan, who also lives in Texas.
I know. I know, that's what I'm saying.
This is big, so there's a lot of people here.
But none of you guys are close to each other. The only ones that slightly are my friends Pastel and Zodiac.
Oh no, it's not slightly. She said, like, we could probably, like, drive to each other.
Also, I am not caught up with Steven Universe. I didn't see the episode tonight, but I think everybody else did. Oh no, Holly said she didn't yet.
I didn't yet.
It's cute. That's all I want to say.
Michi just gonna chat today. Yeah, I was originally gonna go on Twitch and like play a game and hang out with friends, but I was like, no, I'm just gonna hang out and talk and just be dumb.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because I spent a lot of today. I spent a good chunk of a couple hours sketching out all my Patreon stuff, and I'm like, since my sleep schedule is fucked, I know I'm gonna end up painting them all night, which is fine. I'm not complaining, but I'm like, I really wish I had a goddamn webcam. So I could, like, stream that, but I don't have a webcam, so.
Whoops.
I have a webcam, but it only streams in, like, 420p, and it looks like shit. I swear, it's... You can't even really tell what I'm doing when I have it. I'm just...
Oh, no.
You could always just, like, use your face cam, and then just, like, prop your computer above you somehow.
See, I'm too sketchy about that. Like, no.
I'm sure it's done. I watch a lot of like art people on YouTube, and some people's filming setups makes me so nervous.
Oh, I know. I've seen some of them. Like, I see some people have like tripods of just paperback books, and they're not even like taped together or held up with anything else. I'm like, ooh, you are just begging for something to knock that down.
You are very trusting. I made this like ridiculous like wood contraption to like have as a phone stand to film. It's not fun.
Yeah, I think I've seen it in your vlogs. Isn't it that like rubber handle thingy? Like the clamp?
I recently made a new contraption because my desk used to be in like a closet where there was a shelf.
Mm-hmm.
And now there isn't that shelf, so there's nothing to clamp the old thing onto. I don't know. You'll see it in this next vlog, this stupid-ass thing I made, but, like, it works.
Also, I see you there uncontrollably. Did you save my stupid wish list? Oh, America!
America!
America! We are like, again, I find it hilarious because fireworks are illegal in this county. But they always do this, and people's houses always burn down.
Oh,
Nice.
goodness.
Like, seriously, back when, well, I'm not saying back. I'll probably have to go back there for a little bit. Christ. Up where my father-in-laws live, it's a really, really rich area. And I feel bad, but at the same time, I'm like, this is why you don't let fireworks go in a restricted area, because it's so dry out here.
Yep.
That they're like, yeah, no fireworks, because shit'll catch on fire, so one of our neighbors' like mansions burned down.
Oh, lovely.
And I say mansion because it's like a mansion. I think it's funny. People are like, oh my, because like they would see my old vlogs where I was in their kitchen and stuff. They're like, oh, you must be so rich. Look at that kitchen. I'm like, this ain't my house. I just live here and pay the electricity bill.
I just work here.
Pretty much. What'd you think of the new SU episodes? I haven't seen the newest one, but I mean, they're cool. I kind of wish they would stop taking breaks, but I know it's Cartoon Network's fault, not the crew, so...
Yeah.
Controversial topics! No.
Yay! If we want to get controversial, there's tons of controversy we could talk about, right?
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna sound fucked up, but all of the Scarlett Johansson memes are making me die.
Wait, what? Why are people...
Oh my god, you haven't heard about this? Oh, thank god.
No.
Bless your soul.
I got the
what's up
full
with that?
story from Philip DeFranco just
Oh, I haven't seen his video today.
It's because I learned more about the situation.
Alright, well,
so, like,
Zwodiacword.
I got multiple opinions.
Okay,
Did
go.
she
America!
die?
No, she didn't die.
America.
So let's
Explain.
get controversial. So do we just want to explain it together?
Just go into it. Just go. You watched the Philip
Alright.
DeFranco one, so...
So do you remember that time? How long ago was it? Like a while back.
It
when
was
they were...
it was not that long ago. Are you talking about Ghost in a Shell?
Yes.
Yeah, Ghost in a Shell was
no.
like not that long ago. I think it was last year.
Well, they announced it and they said that, hey, so you know this like this main character from this anime who's been
Asian?
does like Asian the entire time.
It takes place in
Scarlett,
Japan.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson's gonna play her, and we're even gonna play around a little bit with the CGI to make her look slightly more Asian. And everyone was just like, no, why would you do that? There are plenty of good female actresses whom are Asian that could play this character.
Oh my god, okay, so wait. I've actually seen the movie because my friend... So I wasn't a big Ghost in the Shell fan. I watched a couple of episodes.
Yeah, was it a good movie?
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, so my friend who went with me is a big fan. And
Yes.
he sits there and we're watching it and he's like, they like finger fucked 9 anime arcs into this one movie. And then they were like, okay, fine, she's an Asian lady in Japan. It's future Japan, everybody's intermixing, whatever, it makes sense. But then, you find out at the end, the twist is that all of the people that are the ghosts in the shell, they were Asians that they put into white people. All of them were. Like, because there's this part where, like, the main villain of the movie is like, don't you remember? I think he, like, remembers himself or something. And I was like... but I remember being like, okay, yeah, why'd you put them in white people? Like, why couldn't the villain be, like, any other guy? Put him in an Asian body, or a black body, or a Mexican body, or another kind of Asian body. Why'd you have to both put them in white people?
I don't know, but yeah, so there was that controversy. Now, I have some things to say just with people getting mad at Scarlett. Like, it's the same opinion I have with this new controversy. So with that one, with the whole, like, white lady playing Asian, like, very distinctly Asian character that's always been Asian kind of thing, that I understood why people were more, like, I understood why people were mad at that, and I could kind of get behind that because I know there's plenty of, like, good Asian actresses. Whatever. So there was that. But now this new controversy is that there's going to be a movie, and it's based around...
It sounds like a porn! First of all, let's just say that right now, okay? It's called Tug and Pull, and it sounds like a fucking porn. That's literally what it's called. And
I don't remember the name of it. Okay, I know what it's... I know what it's about now. It's actually about, this one, like... I'm hoping I'm not putting the wrong labels here, but like gangster or mobster guy or whatever. But the thing was that it's a kind of historical, like based on a real story, I believe. But the thing was, that guy was a trans man, and that was a big,
oh my god,
like that's like thing or whatever. So people were getting pissy because they put a not trans man into a trans man role. And this is the one where I'm like, okay, y'all need to calm down a little bit, because like everyone was getting like really riled up with the fact that just like how dare they like put a, which is also funny because it's not like they're putting a it's not like somebody who was like, I think she existed in it, or he existed at a time where there wasn't the sex change option. So like it would have been a trans man who had more feminine features physically because they weren't fully transitioned. But so like it's just, and people are getting mad about that. And the thing is, it's by the same director who did
Ghost in the Shell. So I'm
putting her in that role.
The one that made me
embarrassing.
The one that made me die laughing was the one of someone edited Thanos with the gauntlet and the two gems.
I love that one.
That one
killed
made me die, and they photoshopped her face over it, and then it said Asian woman, trans man, and then it's like, what's next? And I'm like, please. I know it's terrible, but the memes are what's killing it for me. And I'm dying.
Yeah, I know. I'm laughing at the memes too, but
also,
like
if it's a gangster movie, why does it sound like a porn? Why did they name it Tug and Pull?
I don't know. I think that probably has something to do with something, you know? That's just something.
But am I wrong? Am I wrong to think that if a movie called Tug and Pull is out, it sounds like a porn?
I don't know. I didn't remember the name of it. I just remembered the concept.
All of that just sounds so stupid to me.
Well, no, yeah, like, but like,
I'm an actor for a reason. Like,
no, here's my thing.
Role.
Okay,
like,
it's so funny because I said a thing because everyone's getting so mad at Scarlett Johansson, and I'm sitting here like,
oh
okay,
my God.
As a trans man and someone who's really into acting, I see absolutely no problem with a not trans woman playing a trans man who hasn't transitioned, and I don't understand. And also because
who can act, not based off of
exactly because the race thing is different with me, because the race thing is like, I just from an acting standpoint, I know for a fact that most like people when they pick roles, they pick it for the like there's a lot of visual stuff that goes in it. Like just, unfortunately, people in Hollywood, ugly people don't tend to get like hot people roles. It's the very depressing reality.
No, I know, but just the way you said it. Sorry, ugly people don't get roles.
No, they don't get like the pretty lead roles most of the time.
Lord. This is a great
or
4th
like
of July.
Or it's like with like when you get a certain age, you lose a lot of opportunity because like when you get a certain age, you can't play the young hot people, you know.
Are you kidding me? Have you seen Grease? They're supposed to be like high schoolers and they're like 40. It's so annoying.
My God. Okay.
I hate that movie so much for that reason. I'm just like,
no, but I'm just saying,
you're definitely in high school.
No, but see, that's why I love that movie. I love that movie because
so mad.
So I didn't grow up with that movie, but like it's one of Cody's favorites because he was raised by gay men and he likes cars, so of course it's his favorite movie growing up.
Of course.
I'm not stereotyping, this is a thing. So, because I told him, I'm like, yeah, I've never seen Grease, and he's like, what? We're gonna watch it, and I'm like, we were in high school at the time when I watched it for the first time. I'm like, yo, John Travolta's like 30 here. He's got crow's feet. What the fuck?
I mean, he looks hot in the movie, but he ain't in high school. Like,
yeah.
It's
different nowadays because they have a larger pool to go off of.
Yeah, well, that's one thing that's funny is like people were talking about that. Like, there was like things going around like, if we could like, what was it? What's it called? It's when you remake something, but you play the Minority Olympics where you like check off a box. Do you know what I'm saying?
Just redo something? I don't know.
Okay, you know,
literally every movie.
I mean, okay, no, you know, like the Archie remake.
Yeah,
kind of like that. And so they're like, okay.
I was gonna say like Ocean's 11 or whatever, but that one actually was a good movie.
Wasn't it? Isn't it all like ladies now or something?
Yeah, well, it's similar ladies, concept, but all women. But I thought it was really good.
It's ladies, but apparently, like, one of them is the sister of the guy, so it like actually kind of makes sense.
As long as it works narratively.
Yeah, so
it worked. It really did.
Yeah, so it's not like the female Ghostbusters, okay? Like,
oh, that movie. I really wanted to give that shit a chance, and I just
Night Uncontrollably.
I like puked in my mouth. It was like Amy Schumer times 10.
That movie made me die. I laughed my ass off when they fucking crotch shot the ghost. I was like, okay, this is the movie I'm watching now.
Wait, I wanted to say
pretty bad.
I wanted to say the thing real quick because my only thing is the fact that everyone was getting mad at Scarlett Johansson. Now, okay, I'm gonna say there's actually is a reason to get mad at her in this story, but it's not because she's playing a certain role, because that's not her fault. She just would like
that's her
she
agent.
Would say,
a lot of people.
Hey, I'm interested, and the director says, "Sure, I'm good with that." It's the director's choice.
Well, because see, here's the problem too. A lot of people don't take into account in Hollywood, is that like half the time. And I hate saying it like this, but a lot of Scarlett Johansson's leading roles, all her movies suck. Okay, America. So, that was a loud one. And so when you're in a position like that where you're great as like side characters in movies, and your agent is like, here's your leading role. A lot of the times, it's usually 50-50. It's usually they want to take it and do it, or their agent's like, you're gonna take this role because it's good for your PR.
Yeah. It's just
when half the time agents don't.
Just either way,
PR.
It's not really
great for your PR. Yeah, I would fire that agent.
Right? It's not really her, but it's like in the end of the day, it's not really. It's not her entire decision. She wasn't totally in control of that.
Yeah.
Because again, at the end of the day, it's like the director picks the role, and if the director didn't pick a trans man, which in my case, if she can play the role or any other not trans lady can play the role or whatever it is, and they do it well and they do it right. I don't give two shits because I connect with the character, not the fucking actor. I normally don't even notice what actor's playing who, unless it's Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt is always Chris Pratt to me.
Do people have agents anymore? Yeah, if you're a part of the Screen Actors Guild, you have to have an agent.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's one of those things, like, even if you are, like, a bit role character, you have to have an agent.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not just that. Like, pretty much anything in Hollywood, you have an agent. Like, especially with, like, movies, like even artists have agents. They have talent agents. Like they'll find you work. Like agents are excruciatingly important. They don't do the contract shit.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Oh, I gotta tell you that in a minute because when I went and saw Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, I had a moment and it was so funny. But okay, just to wrap this up, the reason. Okay. Now, the real reason why one could get a little bit mad at Scarlett Johansson, now I don't know if this is entirily her fault or if it's the people who are kind of in control of like her social media who's in fault, you know?
Oh no! Oh no! But, like, this is always going well.
when everybody was pointing it out and was like getting riled up about it. Again, I don't know if it's her or like her PR people or what, but people just said, like, they just pointed at these other actors who've played trans characters and said, just look at those guys.
Oh my god.
Let them fix the problem.
Oh my god.
It even would hurt her case because at least like two of them, I think, if I'm understanding this correctly, actually said they regretted playing those roles. So it's like, in that case,
that's sigh though.
Yeah.
The best thing to do is to just not say anything and just let the movie speak for itself.
How do you three know so much about Hollywood? 1, I live in California. 2, Cody's dad was an actor. 3, I find this shit fascinating.
Yeah, I just figure out things.
That's me.
Well, it's just like if you just listen to literally any podcast, like be cultured, swines. Like
no, but
I'd actually be like less mad with the like anime with the Ghost in Shell thing because she's a robot, so you can probably put some horse shit that
Yeah.
But
I agree. That was always my thing. It was just kind of like I don't.
So here's something that my friend told me because again I didn't watch the anime, but apparently I
don't like it that much, so I don't know.
There's this like scene in the anime because apparently like Major, which is what her nickname is, like her model is a really popular model. So there's like these big scenes where she doesn't know if she's a human or a robot. So she's like going through a window and she sees herself as a fucking mannequin.
See, and that would make sense.
Yeah, and so my friend was like, why didn't they? That's all they needed. They just had to throw that in there and have her just walk by a store and see that and it'd be like, okay, this is just a popular mannequin model. That's why they
Yeah.
picked it. But they didn't have that in there.
Well, great.
Also,
Well,
I'm
that's
not
like-
gonna, I'm not gonna
What
lie.
was the movie even then? Like, that's like the whole point of Ghost in Shell.
Well, the whole
What the fuck was the movie about then?
It was every 5. I kid you not. I could have like turned it into a drinking game of everyone being like, "You have a soul. You're not programming.
My God. Fucking Christ.
You're not. You're more than a."
It's called
ghost in a
subtext,
shell."
Hollywood. Jesus, can you just like?
That's why I was dying. Like I turned to my friend and he was just like, "Just say it once. Just tell me they say it once." They say it like 19 times to different characters.
Oh my!
Where they're like,
Lord.
they're like, "She's not a robot. She's got a soul."
That's the kind of thing you gotta build up to first to make it impactful.
Oh my God. Oh, I just have no faith in like any anime adaptation, so I was just like, all right, well.
I just don't like. Well, my thing also is because this also leads into another big issue I have is whenever people like when it comes to people playing characters with a certain specific sexuality or a certain specific gender, why people have to get so irritated when someone who's not that sexuality or gender plays that role because it irritates me because it has to go both ways, but it doesn't go both ways.
I just think it's stupid. It's like, you're a fucking actor.
The
reason you pick roles is because you are playing somebody.
No.
We're
Gonna pause for a minute. So on that topic, one of my favorite books of all time is Anne Rice's Interview with the Vampire, and I love the fucking movie. I want to know that Brad Pitt and whatever the fuck his other name was, I forgot who it was. It was Brad Pitt and somebody else. No, Tom Cruise. I want to know that they fucked in their trailer during that movie because the sexual tension in that movie is like, ooh, and okay, to be fair, in the book, makes sense. They're lovers. And it's again, it's one of those things where it's subtext. It's never said, but it's like, yeah, we share a coffin. We have a daughter. You're like 99% sure they bone all the damn time.
If you have a daughter, come on.
And then so if you ever see that movie, the sexual tension in that movie between all of the male characters and themselves is just
it's
like
been a while since I've seen that movie.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's like the thing is that because everyone's like somebody said it's called acting, and like me here as an actor, I'm aware that sometimes I don't get I will probably never in a play be able to play, at least unless I transition, I guess. But I will never get to play the main lead dreamboat guy or whatever because I don't look like a dude and I'm not normally taller than most women.
Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris is a huge gay, and he and his husband are amazing, and they have 2 beautiful kids together. I love Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, I do too. But it irritates me because these people get mad when somebody even pointed out the one that
so hot.
The Dear Simon movie or whatever.
Yeah.
Where the guy playing the lead guy who's gay, he was a straight actor. And everyone was getting mad about that. I'm like, but why? If they can play it correctly, no one's gonna think about the fact that the actor's straight. They're gonna connect with the character, and the character whom is gay.
Yeah, but by that logic, Neil in every movie, in everything I've ever seen Neil Patrick Harris in, except for probably he's still a Dreamboat and Adventure Time too. Never mind. What's it like? The Netflix series that came out with him in it.
Series of Unfortunate Events.
That's the one time I haven't seen him be a man hoe for women, and every other role I've ever seen him in, he always a man hoe, and I love how I met
that's always my feelings. That's I just say listen, either and because people never, of course, because there's always the double standard. So it's as far as I'm concerned, you either gotta think that everyone has to strictly play roles that are their identity, or that anyone can play any role of any identity. You don't get to have it both ways for particular people. It's either gay people can play straight people and straight people can play gay people, or people can only play their sexualities. Like me, if that was the logic we're going with, then I guess I can only play trans men ever, which hardly ever exist in most plays I've ever done, and I can only ever play pansexual people, and I doubt there's any character like that I've ever seen in media ever.
No, you can play Lando in the new Star Wars movie. Oh, but no, wait, you're a white guy. Never mind. Can't do it.
Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, can't do that either.
It reminds me of like that artist bullshit where they're like, oh, you can't have black characters.
We hate that.
I get that all the time. They're like, oh,
I personally hate that because so many of my characters are white. Like,
and I'm just like, what kind of racist bullshit is that? Like, I thought the whole point of like having diversity was to have people make different characters of different races, but it's like, no, they're like, you're never gonna represent them correctly, and it's like, it's a character. I made them. Like,
oh my god. Okay, so I don't know if I ever told you this, Holly. I know I told Zodiac. So my character Lorelai, that we were joking in a previous chat about how we're like, oh yeah, we made the same character, just one's a chick. Because, you know, I've had people comment like, she's not the right kind of black because you didn't give her an afro. And I'm like, that sounds racist. Like, what the fuck?
I've had people tell me, they're like, so does Herschel, like, not have a job and just drink beer all the time? And I'm like,
oh my god!
Like, is that what you think Mexican people are? Just, like, lazy stereotypes? They're like, where's his mustache? Like, fucking... I can't handle this nonsense. And it's like, those people think that they're like the non-racist ones. That's what it like really gets me.
I know.
That's what really makes me laugh about this situation. They're like, oh, I'm not racist, but then they just say like the most racist shit to me ever, and I'm like,
yes!
I haven't got it yet, luckily, but I also don't think that's because I'm not like I don't have a Tumblr and shit. I'm sure if I had a Tumblr, I'd get a ton of this shit. But like,
Tumblr's awful.
Zodiac,
I have so many.
Zodiac, you're not the right kind of trans man.
Damn.
Okay, anyway, someone was asking, the only time I get really mad about race gender changes is when it's important to the story. And I do have to agree with that. That's something
yes,
I do have to say.
I totally agree with that.
When, like, that's kind of the point of the story, and it's important of that. Like, you know, if you're doing a story on, like, 1920s America, and then act like no one was racist, there's issues there.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, it kind of depends, though. Like, one of my favorite freaking musicals is Hamilton, and literally for Thomas Jefferson, it's played by a black guy.
Yeah, it's just,
in the middle of. It depends on like the way it's written,
the direction it's going. Yeah, exactly. Like if you like, okay, like for that example, if it was doing like Hamilton, it was really focusing on like the like oppression and slavery and all that. It was really focusing on that. That would be a lot different.
Yeah, if it was 50 Years a Slave, then that would be kind of fucking what?
Oh my god. But I mean, you're right though.
50 years is fucking. Am I saying that? No, that's not right.
Yeah, no, I thought
7.
It
was it 50? Fuck, I don't know.
I thought it was 50.
Is it 50 Years a Slave?
I'm gonna look this now.
7 years?
Was
it 7? Fuck, I don't know. I'm sorry.
I just had this realization.
We're all wrong. It's 12 Years a Slave.
Fuck, 12. 50 years. Yeah, I think you'd be dead by then. In those times. Shit.
I just realized that, like... well, Mitchie, you'll get this, but I just realized, Mitchie, if the logic is we can't have, characters that aren't the same, like, race as us, I can't have, like, any of my Seven Sins and a Baby's characters.
Right.
I can't have any of them.
I can only have Ash in Paranormal Plague. She's like the only character I can have. All the other ones are like...
But you don't drink. I thought Ash drinks.
Oh yeah. Is that how that works? You can't even appropriate like alcoholism in stories if you're not an alcoholic?
Right?
Like how far does this go?
Where's the line?
It's okay. I mean, I told you guys that people got like super angry when they found out Cody was Mexican and I'm changing my name. Like, first of all, I hate my last name because I love my parents, but fuck. So my mom did this thing, and my brothers and I grew up our entire lives thinking we all had the same last name. No, my mom lied to us my whole life.
Nice.
Me and my brothers all have 2 last names. My mom just has my dad's. Because when I got engaged, how I found out about this was, she was like, yeah, you know, she's like, are you gonna keep your last name? I'm like, no, I'm not gonna make my name Michelle Haley Perlman Porter Marquez. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm getting rid of Perlman Porter, and I'm gonna be MHM. I'm gonna sound like a clothing line, but it's gonna work. And so then
Sky just said, I guess my arrow ace ass can't write my prawns then.
Beautiful. Oh, Holly, you can't do your comic. You're not a gay man who's had gay sex.
Oh, I know. Fuck. Damn it.
I'm making
a video about Yaoi, and I already know people are just gonna like be so butthurt about it, and I'm just like, listen, I know there's problems, but I like drawing the gays. Leave me alone. Like,
let me draw my penis in peace.
Let me live. I've been like this since I was 10. I think it's set in.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta tell this story before I forget about it, because it's just...
No, go ahead.
Sure, but someone just like... I just got reminded of it by looking at the chat. But... Oh my god! Chris Pratt can't play Owen in Jurassic Park because he's never had a dinosaur.
Oh my god!
Okay, well, transitioning with that. Okay, so when I went and saw Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, I was, watching it, and there was... Have you guys seen it?
No.
No, but I've watched the spoiler stuff, so I'm good.
Okay. Well, there's a scene or whatever. There's a scene or whatever. This is like really early on, so anyone in the chat, this is not a big spoiler. But there's a scene where he's, the character is like, there's lava flowing, and he's on the ground, but he was just tranquilized, like, really hard. So he's, like, struggling to actually get movement back to escape the lava, so it's, like, really intense and kind of, like, worst fear sort of situation. Because he can't control all of his body, and he's just, the lava's slow, but he's slower. But, so he's, like, struggling to get away, and I'm sitting here in my mind like, oh no, okay, that's fine. They can't kill Chris Pratt. And then I remembered Magnificent Seven, and I was like, oh no!
Oh, did they kill him in that movie? I've never seen it.
Spoiler alert, yes, they killed this character in that movie.
Oh, okay, well, the only thing I think is funny is, I haven't seen it, but a lot of people were telling me how they're like, so apparently they don't know how lava works, because there's, I guess, a scene where a dinosaur goes, like, they touch lava, and they're like, ow! And then goes to do it again, instead of, like, you know, fucking melting.
What?
Yeah, I know! Is this true?
Do they not understand that it's not just, like, a little oven? That it's literally gonna melt your flesh off, like...
Because a lot of people are talking about that, like, yeah, they're like, apparently dinosaur, like, touches it and just does it, like, ow, and then does it again, and it's like, that's not how...
They pulled a Family Guy, but I don't know. They're like, ow, and then they just did it again. Like, what? I don't know, I'm not very good at movies, so I don't watch a lot of them, so I, like, half pay attention, so... I probably wouldn't.
I don't remember that scene. I just remember, like, there's a really sad one, because, like,
I've heard of the release. I know the one you're talking about. That's the one I have heard of, but I heard that apparently happens after the ow scene, and it's apparently, like, a long scene of just something dying.
Yeah, well, I know it's because all I know about it is, like, in the first Jurassic Park, the first thing you see is that one long neck dinosaur.
Oh, it's the long neck that dies. I didn't know that part.
Yeah, and then there's like a scene where they're like they're riding a boat away from the island as it gets like consumed by the volcano, and all this smoke's everywhere, and you see that one, because it's the first one you see in the second movie too that walks by, and everyone's like, whoa, dinosaur. But like, and you see it like on the dock, like looking at it, like calling off to the boat as it like gets consumed by all the.
Oh my god.
Stuff. And it's just silent. It's just so sad.
So, okay, the one thing I'm salty about with the Jurassic movies is I love all of them. I don't know. I'm a weirdo. Like, I like the old number 2 and number 3, even though, like, everybody shat on them. And then I remember, like, I read the book, and then they brought it up in the first movie, and I'm like, why is it they never bring up the dinosaurs are diabetic? Because I think that's fucking hilarious.
Oh, they're diabetic?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that was, like, their other backup plan, was they're like, yeah, if we don't give them...
It's supposed to be serious, and whatever.
But that's what it was serious. They say it in the first movie, in the first one. They're like, yeah, we have to supply them with insulin or else they'll fucking die. It's kind of like a backup plan. If we have to leave the island, they'll just die because they all have dinosaur diabetes.
That's hilarious.
Well, like, I went because
they have their mobility scooters ready to go. Sorry, I was not making fun of diabetes, except I totally was. I'm sorry.
Holly, someone says, hi, Holly, specifically for you, so you have a hi. Someone says hi.
Hello.
They did have to, in the Fallen Kingdom, they did have to give a dinosaur blood transplant.
Why, though? Why did you do that?
No, because because the beginning story, this isn't really that much of a spoiler, set up really fast, but, like, in the first in the beginning, the whole goal of like one of the reasons why they have to go back, like them specifically have to go to the island, was because they had Blue, who was like the last of her species, and she's like a really important species, so they have to get good old Chris Pratt to come and like tame her back because she runs away from everyone else. And she's too smart for them. So they get her, but someone ends up basically shooting her, even though everyone was screaming at them not to, but then they're like, we don't actually care. But one of them is a dinosaur doctor. Yes, that's her role. And they were gonna shoot her, and she basically said, if you kill me, the dinosaur dies, because I'm the only one who knows how to take care of her.
Imagine getting that PhD.
Well, in this world, it makes sense because the dinosaurs were around for quite a while at that point.
Yeah, I guess so. But, it's still funny though.
I know. Well, no, they make a joke about that at the very beginning. But like, so they have to keep her. But her thing was that she couldn't, like, she had a bullet in her or whatever, and so like she couldn't get it out though because she would need to do a blood transplant, but she couldn't do it because she's a dinosaur and she's a velociraptor. Or she's a raptor, I mean. But, like, so whenever they find her, she's basically saying, okay, because they all reunite again, the 4 main characters or whatever, and they're like, she needs a blood transplant, and it's just like, okay, well, we can't, like, there's nothing else like her. It's like, well, we can get it from a very, like, a closely related species, I think will work. And so it's like, well, what kind of species would that be? What? And it's the fucking T-Rex.
That's not how blood transfusions work, but I will allow it.
Because dinosaurs.
Like, I don't know. The science in that just like...
Also,
I think they explain it better in the movie. I don't know if it is.
No, it's fine. Also, real quick, on the topic of, getting a PhD in that, you can literally get a PhD in fucking anything nowadays. I know this for a fact.
True.
So...
That's true.
So someone in my family that I don't care calling out because they're an idiot, they got a PhD, okay, in the history of American music in the industry. And I'm like, that could be really interesting. And they're like, oh, but it's only in folk music. And then I'm like, and you wonder why you don't have a job.
Oh.
Yeah,
do any of this is like totally not related again, sorry.
It's fine.
Did any of the dinosaurs have feathers?
No.
Did they actually fuck them? Seriously?
Well, no, okay. No, but here's the thing.
This has existed before. I think that was a thing.
That was in the first movie, and in the second one, as in like Lost World 1. I have to say that now. Or no, Jurassic World 1. They even say it. There's a scene where he's like, we had to genetically modify them because if we made them look like real dinosaurs, nobody would care. So they actually explain that away.
Okay, they address
because everyone thinks they're giant, scaly monsters. So
they defeathered them.
Yeah, how do you get a PhD that specific? It's easy. Another family member of mine got a PhD recently in the history. They're all like histories of mostly the histories of impactful women in World War II Russia.
Oh my god! What is the point of that degree? When will you use that?
See, that's basically just a hobby that you wanted to get PhD for, so everyone knows you're an expert in it.
Although
they come in like one situation in your life, but you're so happy
have
that
uses if you like work in like museums and stuff. Sometimes they require you to have shit like that. Yeah. Like I used to have this professor who was like, his main job was to do like painting restoration. Mm-hmm. So he had this like really stupid ass degree. He was explaining it to me, but his whole degree was he was an expert in restoring varnishes or some kind of shit like that. And I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, that's a degree? And he's like, yeah, but it basically means I know how to use paint thinner. Really good.
I know all of the uses for paint thinner.
It's like, well, I mean, it's a lot more complicated depending on like the year of the painting, but I was just like, oh my god, that's wild. No other person would ever need that degree.
But yeah, no, the thing that sucks too is there's like, so this is something I didn't know, and I don't know, maybe this is just a California thing, but a bunch of my friends had to go like out of state to get their master's degrees and stuff, because they're like, yeah, apparently to get your master's degree, at least in California, this is what I know, in most Cal States and USCs and stuff, apparently if you want to get a master's, your thesis has to be written on something that no one has thought of in your field before. And I'm like, in 2018?
Yep.
So that's also why I think these like PhDs out of fucking nowhere are showing up, because I mean that's all I can picture is this guy being like, so here's my thesis on 1,000,000 uses of varnish.
Well, it's like if I wanted to get my art master's degree, like art master's programs are different than like the sciences, which is why I think all these stupid degrees happen, because art degrees are different. So anything that like doesn't require like knowledge, like stuff that's God, that sounded bad. Anything that doesn't.
Hey, so like, take notes. You're gonna be going to college soon.
Oh boy.
Like you know, English majors or you know stuff like that. But for the fine art degrees, you basically have a board of like 6 or 7 people, and they just individually decide who gets into the master's programs. So you kind of have to just like appeal specifically to them, which is why it's kind of fucked up to get a master's degree as an artist, because they can just say, nah, we don't like you, so we don't want to accept you.
Fuck.
So it's kind of like, you have to like basically come up with just like bullshit the whole degree.
See, the fun thing though is about most, I learned this because I recently went on a little mini trip for 2 days to look at a more technical school for what I want to get into. And we were asking questions because they were talking about how like, okay, so we have like our 2-year program, and we're gonna actually have a thing for a whatever it's called, for whatever degree or something like that, and where you have to know like the basics of things. And it's like my mom was like, okay, but do you need that for the industry? And both of them were like, no, we just have that so the parents feel more comfortable when their kid wants to do something art related. And I'm like, and I'm just sitting here like, see, I knew it, because they both said it's so portfolio based in the art industry.
Here's the big thing. It is so it's portfolio based in who you fucking know. Like because there were so many people, and this is gonna sound really fucking mean, but there were a lot of people when I was looking into art schools and stuff to go to, where like, this is gonna sound so fucking mean, but their art wasn't that good. Like my art was shit back then, and my art was better than theirs, and that takes a lot for me to say that. Yeah. And then I'd be like, what do you want to do? They're like, I want to pitch a show. And I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. But then, like, I would see a lot of other people's art from art schools, and I'm like, their art isn't that good. And then that's when I realized, oh, art school doesn't teach you how to draw.
Nope.
Because I didn't know that at the time, because I was a wee young bean. And then...
A lot of people are just so stupid with art school. I, like, try to explain art school to them, and then they act like I don't know. And I'm like... I'm like a year away from it. It's because you're not
telling them what they want to hear.
It's like I can tell you right now. It's what you get out of it is what you put into it.
Yeah.
And even then, it's usually you're not gonna get completely what you put into it either.
It's not like it's not like how when our parents were in school. Because this is something my dad told.
Hold on. Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Okay, it's fine. All right. Well, it's not like when my dad was in school, or not in school, but my dad told me. Back in like my parents' generation, and Zodiac probably yours too. I don't know how old your parents are.
Actually, my parents never really went to college, so.
Well, no, mine didn't either. This is what I'm saying. Okay. Yeah. They never went to college, but like my dad said that like, because back in like my parents' day, if you had a degree in anything, you had a job. It didn't matter what it was, you had a job. My dad's boss for like 17 years when he worked at a warehouse, literally only got that job because he had a bachelor's degree in physical education for a warehouse job. It literally didn't matter. You could have.
Sorry, Jesus Christ.
Oh no, it's fine. I was talking about how like back when like my parents were young and stuff, because I think my dad told me at a young age was like, he's like, listen, back in my day, because my parents are older, they waited to have kids. He was like, if you had a degree, you would have a job. My dad's boss for like 17 years at their warehouse literally only got his job because he had a degree, and his degree was in physical education for running a warehouse for a multi-million-dollar company. Like, it was a big conglomerate. But because he had that piece of paper, it meant something. But now, the market's so, like, overrun with degrees that they don't guarantee a job anymore. Like, that was the thing back then. Back in the day, if you had that stupid piece of paper, you had a job. It didn't matter where you went. But now it's like, cool, you have that piece of paper, but do you know how to, like, talk to somebody? Do you know how to actually run a business? Yep. Do you know how to manage your money?
Well, it's like, it's the same thing for, like, art school. It's like, people think, oh, I'm going to go to art school, and then I'm going to get all these connections, and I'm going to, like, do all this stuff, and it's like, no. Because if you're not talking to the right people, you're not going to get any connections. So all you're going to be talking to is other people who don't have connections. So it feeds into just more bullshit. Okay, it's dumb.
2 questions real quick. One, Holly, America!
Sorry, I had to get my freaking family member an envelope earlier, by the way.
No, it's fine. I was someone's asking, do you want to join the cult of Zodiacism?
No.
And another one is, so what do you even learn at art school?
Okay,
Holly, since you're in art school, would you like to educate us?
Yes.
Okay, this is what you learn in art school. You learn literally the basics of art, and you only learn that if you want to learn it. So, you know, if you go to a Barnes and Noble and pick up a book about perspective, that's what you're gonna learn in art school. Or you can learn really specific bullshit that you're never gonna use, like, hey, I am a master in, like, I remember when I was at MCAT, I talked to this kid who, their entire, like, thesis portfolio shit was just making, like, these, like, fucking eggs out of wood.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so you'll just have people who just, like, make shit that has no practical purpose. Like, I don't know, art school is really just... I think it's so unnecessary and so stupid, and I really just don't understand people who, like, advocate for it. And it's like, this is somebody, I'm saying this, somebody who has a degree, don't go to art school, just fucking learn shit. Just learn shit on your own. You don't need to...
Well, that was something I was telling people, because, like, I do admit, someday I would like to go to art school, just to go, like, I really do, but I'm not going to be like, okay, I'm gonna go, and then I'm gonna suddenly make millions of dollars because I have an art school degree.
Yeah.
Like, don't think... Okay, perfect example, there's this artist I follow, her username is like Skitzel or Skritz or something like that, but she never went to art school, did the commission thing like me, and now the bitch is working for Nickelodeon, so.
Yeah, it's so portfolio based.
Yeah, and that's literally, I know that because she put a big thing on her, like, DeviantArt, like, no longer doing commissions, I now work for Nick, and I'm like, ooh, good for you.
Well, it's also just kind of like, a lot of people think with art school, you get to pick everything that you do, and it's, like, so fun, and it's, like, literally, it's the most unfun time ever.
Yeah.
Like, you know how fun
Holly,
it is to...
Holly, you're saying that art college is like normal college? Is that what you're telling me right now?
Well, it's all... Yes, basically.
See, it's like art school to, like, a young, blooming artist sounds like such a cool word,
No,
you know?
It's not a cool
but
word.
it's not...
a scam.
Well, wait, what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying, it's misleading.
Hold on, I didn't know this. Apparently in your server, Zodiac...
Yes, we've talked about this, Mitchie!
I knew the cult, I didn't know we became deities. The fuck am I?
They have done this whole time. It started because I made some vague joke. Don't turn Holly into God in that. She just met me just now.
Turn me into a god, bitch. I already was one.
No, do it.
No, you don't want to be involved in it, trust me. I'm saving you here.
I'm a queen. I slay. Christ.
You don't want to be involved in my...
Also, someone asked me if I knew the Homestuck. All I know is it's got a lot of gay, and I only know that from Tumblr, so that's all I know.
Hi.
Let me tell you about Homestuck. No, I'm not going to do that, but...
It's okay. Zodiac wants to do this thing on his channel someday with a bunch of his friends.
We never get a chance, because we're never...
Is, like, okay, have you seen those memes of, like, the old person, like they show, like, Nintendo characters, and they're like, okay, who's that? They want to do that to me, but with Zodiac characters, fuck. With fucking Homestuck characters. So, I'll get to describe them from the fan art I've seen on Tumblr and what little knowledge of Homestuck I know.
Well, no, we're gonna show you
Vriska.
Their actual, like, little things or whatever. They were sprites.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna, like... I think how Sam has had it set it up this whole time is, like, you got their sprite, and then you got, like, one... Because they use the sprites for a majority of the comic, but then they have, like, these moments where they use, like, they have, like, nicer, fuller pictures. Mm-hmm. So it's, like, it's like one of those, and then the sprite. So it's like, yeah, it's gonna be a good time whenever we finally do it.
Oh,
that's funny.
Have fun seeing The Purge. I heard this one's actually good, so...
Ooh.
Enjoy it. Enjoy.
Interesting.
Enjoy the first Purge.
Oh,
did Civil War 2 happen today? I heard that was supposed to happen.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a bunch of, like, crazy nut jobs who were like, guys, on 4th of July, 2018, America's gonna have Civil War Part 2.
Oh,
and
I got it.
I slept through it, so did this happen?
I just remember the joke of, like, whatever the prince and the one when they got married or whatever, people were saying, like, we have now infiltrated the UK. Civil War 2 can now commence.
Oh my god!
Or no, not Civil War.
The Revolutionary War
2 can now commence. I'm stupid.
Jesus.
So, like...
No,
Civil War
Americans
2.
are gonna go to England and make England have a civil war.
Yeah, it's like...
That's how it works.
No, it's like we've infiltrated them. We can now start phase 2 of the revolution.
Jesus. Oh, okay, HOwwy, someone has a question for you specifically. They're saying, like, so I don't go to art school technically. I go to a university and I'm studying animation. Do you think it's worth it at all? I mean, I'm learning new stuff, and I say, I mean, I don't go to school, but I'm like, if you're learning new stuff that helps, then I think it's worth it. But
yes,
I would. The difference. Oh, sorry.
Technical school, I think, is different. Like, I just looked at a technical school for animation. That actually seems really rad. But
well,
like,
they said that they don't go to an art school; they go to a university.
Yeah.
The difference between the costs is astronomical because art schools are private universities, so they can charge whatever the fuck they feel like. Like a technical school, they can basically they have guidelines of what they can charge.
Oh my god, I'm so happy! I'm so happy.
Oh, what?
I got my logos back from my friend.
Oh yay! I'm a fan now too.
So
You scared me. What was that about?
Okay, sorry. So I suck at logos, and I've been working on getting my first book finished this year, and then I'm getting it edited, and then I'm gonna have it out by next year. But I suck at logos, so I commissioned a friend of mine to make them, and she's like, "So which do you like more?" And I love all of them.
Nice.
Cause she fucking free-handed this shit, and I'm like, so ready.
This makes me happy.
Wow, she's really good at logos.
Isn't she? She makes amazing logos. I love her. She's good.
I'm love.
And I was mad because I'm like, okay, I put money aside to pay you for the copyright for the logo and stuff, and she's like, oh, you don't have to do that. And I'm like, bitch.
I like the third one down. Number 6. I like that one. Oh, I don't know. The black and white one looks good too. Anyways, what was I saying? I don't know.
We were talking about art school, and then I squeed like a fucking dumbass. So.
Oh, but yeah, like I don't mean like you can't take any classes because that's different. Like taking random classes to get a skill is good. I just mean art school as a whole, like getting the whole degree is kind of pointless because on the cheaper end of art school, if you can like qualify for like all of the stuff, which is me essentially, you still pay a lot of money. Like I still pay 20 grand a year.
Yeah, college is still going to be expensive. No way you look at it. Because the thing with art school too that I know, because a couple of my friends have done. Oh, thank you for the super chat. You didn't have to. Thank you, Savannah Cat. Is where they get you is buying your own supplies, because it's kind of like buying textbooks. Is like you have to buy specific paints and stuff they make you buy. And from your vlogs, that sounds very true. Like a couple of my friends have done it, and then I see your vlogs, and I'm like, so they weren't lying. That sucks.
No. And it like I do school online right now. When I was at MCAD, like when I was physically in school, you buy even more supplies.
Really?
Yeah. Like I remember one of my there was like figure drawing 1 for every class that you'd go to. So it's like twice a week you would have to bring in like a 24 by 36 arches paper, and arches is really expensive in tiny form. So when it's like 2 feet by 3 feet long, it's like a $10 sheet of paper every single week.
For class?
For class. That's just your like fucking warm-up bullshit. That's not even all you have to do.
Ooh.
So it's just like, yeah. you will spend close to like $200 to $500 per class on supplies.
Yeah, I'm sure
Guaranteed.
if you would have asked like little itty bitty middle school me or whatever,
Small Morgan.
Yes, small Morgan. Like if I would have gone to art school, I'd probably be like, that sounds so amazing. And then now, like as I've gotten older, like the more and more I hear about it, I'm like,
Welcome to being an adult.
Yay!
What really pisses me off about it, though, it's like, I don't understand the teachers in art school who require those materials, because everything that I know about figure drawing is you absolutely don't fucking need Arch's paper to do a fucking figure drawing class. You don't need the expensive shit, but they force you to buy it. It's like
I've do a lot of like because I do way more digital art than I do traditional art, but like when I do, I've never used any of those fancy pens or those markers and whatever. I just fucking sketch with a mechanical pencil.
Hey, you got an iPad.
I know, I do, and I love my iPad, but I don't take it to school with me, so.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's like, I don't even mean, like, you can still force your class to have professional materials without it being, like,
without breaking the bank.
$1 million. Like, they always require, like, the stupidest amount of... It's like, you also aren't really proud of these drawings that you're doing. They're just throwaway content. Like, it is. It's just, you throw it away. It's not like the majority of the artwork that you do in these classes, you're not going to want to keep. So it's like you're spending all this money on stuff that you don't even like. It's like, oh.
Another big thing, too, is if you want to get, like, an art job, put the shit that you want to do in your portfolio.
Yeah.
Because, like, I have a couple of friends who work in the industry, and they were saying, like, their first job sucked because they just went off of the portfolios their art school did. So they were like, yeah, I was done doing jobs I never wanted to do. And then they're like, the second I cut my portfolio out of shit I wanted to do, I was suddenly getting the jobs I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So, be right back. I have to get some water because it's fucking hot. So,
okay.
I'll be right back.
Ah! Oh no. My worst nightmare.
Me. Whoa. Our lights went out for like a quick second. That was weird.
Oh no.
It rained today, so I was like, oh.
Power of freedom is too strong. It's because it's the next. It's because it's midnight now, so it's like everyone's just like it's over.
It's witching hour.
I'm just here trying to schedule all these references. I've been waiting so long to post these. I'm so excited.
What references are they? Like character references?
Yeah, I have a story, and I like having a lot of main characters because I just like writing characters. So I've wanted to I've tried to give them references in the past, but I've noticed that like some of them I just want to totally redo, and then others are okay, and then like some of them just look totally different quality-wise. So I'm like, and then some of them, it really happened because there were these two specifically that I'm like, I want to change you because I don't like drawing you, and I also feel like you don't look your part very well. Because like I should change that. But then there was this one person who they've drawn me so much fan art, and I love them. They basically said, I want to just like do redesigns of those 10 characters just for fun. And I was like, please do. I'd love to see it.
Aha! You did! Okay, I'm back.
Hi!
America!
America! So I was eating cornbread.
It's fine.
I was rambling about my characters.
Oh no, it's fine.
So, did you redesign it?
Asking.
Did you redesign it based off of their redesign?
Some of them, yeah. They redesigned all of them. And some of them were just cool, but others I was like, I love these so much. So I'm like, you know what? Some of them I was going to change, but I was like, okay, you know what? How about instead of having to, like, change some of them and having them scattered and some of them look better than others, why don't I just redo all of you and then also include the main villain because he's never gotten a reference and he's important. So I'm like, you know what? Fine.
Holy fuck! Thank you, Lily. No, someone just gave me $20 in super.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm looking at
Thank you, Lily Lavender Art. You really didn't have to.
Oh,
I feel like the worst artist ever because I don't do character reference sheets ever.
Yeah, I know. When Holly and I did our stream together, I'm like, okay, give me your character reference. Because I just thought she had them because she does comics and shit. And she's like, here's a collage pic. Have fun.
I just don't do them. I'm just awful like that. I don't know.
Most of my references are just like a flat, full body thing of a character that I can use to give people for visual purposes. She knows this because I make them fast.
Oh yeah, Zodiac, you should show Holly your amazing witch girl that I'm redesigning for that collab that we're doing for fun.
Oh yeah, hang on.
Yeah, Holly, you need to see Zodiac's art because if you think I got cute shit, his shit, good shit.
This is actually a character in the same thing I'm talking about. Her reference. She doesn't have a reference yet.
You don't understand. I love cute shit.
I know, that's why I was like, you need to see this good shit.
That's why I'm excited about San Japan, because I'm just hoping to all hopes that people will just have like some Agretzko stuff. I need it. I need it. I need some cute shit.
Well, hey, we're gonna all have a party, and we're gonna have. First of all, I got 3 things planned so far. We got our Chili's date. All of us are going. We've got our vlogception moment because we all fucking vlog.
Except for me.
It's so fun.
I know. Oh, you said you were going to though for the con.
I didn't say that.
I thought you said you were going to for the picture and stuff.
I said I was. I don't know. I said I was probably make a thing about it and say, hey, I'm going. I didn't say I was gonna vlog.
Okay, fine. Well, Zodiac's out of vlogception then. We got vlogception.
I've never vlogged before.
And then I want to do a sketchbook trade with all of my bitches because I get to meet you guys in person.
Amazing.
Yes. You guys can see my garbage art.
I should bring all of my old sketchbooks just so you guys can cringe with me. Oh my god, I found that. Holy shit! I just remembered because I was recently, because I have so many damn stories. I was recently reworking my Zodiac characters because I wanted to fix them up, but I also wanted to plan it out first because I'm like,
hey Zodiac, what about those comic pages?
Listen, I'm a fight.
He also has a webcomic.
Nice.
Work on it, but it's fine. He'll get there someday. But anyway, but yeah, so I was reworking them, and I was like, cause I'm fucking gotta give everyone a theme that they all like a reoccurring thing. So I was like, I wonder, there was 2 of them, and I couldn't remember what, cause I was like, all of them have a weapon. So I'm like, I should like, what weapon did I give these last 2? America. And so I went and I dug up an old sketchbook from when I like first redesigned these characters. And I even found like the first drawings of them I ever did, and I was like, ooh, those are bad.
But Zodiac is currently open if you support him on Patreon. And speaking of Patreon, Holly also has a Patreon. You should all just support my friends because they make good shit.
It's great. But yeah, so I was like, I looked for a sketchbook where I redesigned them before, and I decided, I just like dove right in and I went through that entire sketchbook of everything that I had on paper, and I was like, oh, all this old terrible shit. Like, it was a ride. And then I found them, and I was like, oh look, I have all of them except for the 2 I need that I didn't draw down. Huh, past me, what the fuck?
Isn't that fun though? Like when you go, oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Oh dang it! I had the stash link, but I forgot to send it. It was just sitting there in my thing.
Yeah, I like the dress, the heart. Oh,
she's evil. She a bitch.
She's very evil. Because I like making unconventional
she's a cute bitch. I mean, she cute though. Who cares? My favorite Homestuck character was Vriska and Carcat, so I mean, I feel like that can tell you a lot about a person.
Yeah, you know what? You're really not wrong.
It's true. It's like I always get people side-eye when they're like, my favorite character's Jade, and I'm like, what? Oh, I see. You're one of those. You're boring. You melt toast.
Isn't Jade that weird like cat girl goddess thing that's green?
She's not a cat.
She's
girl.
a dog.
Dog. I know
like
from Tumblr. This is what I know. Okay, I know from Tumblr. Fight me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Vriska, my relationship with Vriska is very much like, I hate you so much, but I want to see you do everything.
I don't want to like, because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but there's so many instances where I'm like, Vriska did nothing wrong ever, except she totally did.
Yeah,
every single time.
She's always doing things wrong, but she just never does.
On one side note, so okay, this is gonna just mostly be for Zodiac. So I didn't know your witch characters had to be females, because I saw this dude, and I'm like, this looks like a dude.
Oh, that's a girl.
That one's not a witch. She's a demon.
Oh, she's a demon. Oh,
and that's your old picture, and that's the picture I don't like.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine. Here, I'll go get the better one because I redrew her and I was like, there we go.
Girl, and I'm a fucking idiot. So.
No, I thought it was a dude. Okay, I thought he was just pretty.
That's I don't have the new picture in my stash. I need to fucking update my stash again. I need to do that.
I mean, everybody's like, Reese is pretty, and I'm like, oh, it's a guy.
He can be a fabulous man. I love
here's a better one.
I've had people be like, is he a trap? No.
Hey,
there's a better one.
You know, speaking of traps, Zodiac has one.
Yes.
Nice.
He's my favorite.
We're talking about characters with each other because we're done.
Yes. My favorite subject.
I think that's so funny, though, because I forgot who it was, but they were like, well, okay, so Zodiac has characters called, based off the 7 sins, and the sin of lust is a trap, and Zodiac calls him a trap, and some people were like, how dare you misgender him, he is a man! And Zodiac's like, he don't give a fuck, what the hell?
Yeah, he don't give a fuck, you shouldn't. Like,
well, it's like, I don't understand why, like, the whole trans thing, it's like, traps are not trans. That's
that's what I always thought.
Yeah.
I was
that's
like,
the point.
People say it's offensive to like
men.
the word trap is. I'm like, okay, no. Someone used it in a certain context that was wrong.
Like, okay, if a person's openly trans, don't call them a fucking trap. You're an asshole.
That's just rude.
Yeah, you're an asshole. Don't do that.
But if a character's a trap, then they're a trap.
Like
that's the moral of the story.
Let me try to find the references for them.
Here, I can go find it if you want me to.
I like the colors for that character.
Go find them, because Zodiac's great. I love his art. Like I said, I love pimping out my friends.
Hang on, I'll go find my bitch.
But yeah, I just like drawing girly boys. Like, people, can you just leave me be?
I'm guilty as charged.
I'm like, oh, I can draw a male character with hair longer than my female ones? Hella.
I mean, me, Alador's he's the one you drew that you were like, he looks like fucking Inuyasha. And ever since you said that, I'm like, fuck, I can't look at his bangs the same way. They are fucking Inuyasha bangs.
I didn't sketch this one. I lined it, but someone else sketched it, and I love it so much. But it's perfect for him, so it's fine.
That's Lust. He a beautiful boy.
I love him. He a hoe.
He says, give me that choke. Choke me, daddy.
Choke me, daddy!
That's what he's saying, yeah.
You fucking killed him, that's great.
I'm sorry.
I mean, you know what, though? You're not wrong.
You're really not.
He's tiny, so he's like a twink.
Oh, he's very tiny.
But he got like, he wears
Hang on. Here, I have their heights. He's fucking tiny compared to everyone else. The only one who's shorter than him is a 15-year-old who hasn't quite yet hit puberty yet.
But he's 15, so... Yeah, but he,
Whoa.
There's my rainbow kid.
Small bean. There he is.
I love, but it's better because look, he has heels.
He do.
Well, it's like, I just don't understand why, like, so many people, when they, like, make gay characters now, they're like, he's gay, that means he's masculine. And I'm like, since fucking when? Have you stepped outside?
So, speaking of that, I remember one thing that was really funny is Zodiac was talking to me. He's like, why does everybody want me to draw Lust's bulge? I don't feel comfortable doing this. Because they were like, how does he not have a dick in those pants?
Well, I'm just like, well, first of all, there's many answers that I could use, but I don't want to have this discussion with you people. If you want to draw that, be my guest, but I'm good.
It's called very careful crotch placement.
Indeed.
Can we have a background of you drawing shit? I'm not currently drawing stuff, but here's the sins. There's that.
They're my kids.
We're talking about.
Okay, I need to stop eating yogurt. Okay.
They're my band of assholes.
I just laughed because I was like, oh my god, someone actually has an albino character that is actually an albino.
Yeah.
Like, when I learned that, I'm like, oh my god, this is like a first
Oh, and then here's, hang on. We need their daughter. I forgot.
Oh yes, give them their
The daughter's important. She's not on the reference, but her daughter's important. That's the whole point of the comic.
Oh, look at her little feet.
Zodiac draws such cute fucking kids. Zodiac, spam the kid art. Fuck.
Oh, yes.
I
have too much.
God.
This is cute bean. This is...
And all of it's from Crackland, I've noticed, but you know, it's cool. Oh, hang on, no, it's not all of it. I have my... Yes. Hang on. Boop.
Are you okay with me sharing your cute shit?
Yeah, you
Oh,
can share my cute shit.
This is Angel. She good bean.
She very good bean.
My favorite mage is Adrian. Thank you. I love Adrian too.
it's adorable.
I love my entrance. Oh yeah,
The horseman kids.
the horseman beans. More beans.
Beans.
Cute children.
Someone pointed out Gabriel. I'm getting there. I'm getting to Blue Jesus.
What?
Oh goodness.
Okay.
You'll see.
Okay. So
You'll see.
Okay. So there's this. Okay.
You'll see. That's always so ambiguous.
Okay, so Zodiac and I have a stupid crossover roleplay going on that happened literally as a fucking joke, and we've been now
Yes.
doing it for about a year.
It started in December.
And so fuck. It just spiraled out of control, and so now some of our characters have kids with each other. And we're
Yes.
like, it's such a shame these babies can never exist because they're great. But
I
most
know.
of them can never exist.
Yep, it's particularly this one
But yeah,
that
everyone
I'm gonna
loves
find.
him.
Well, here's the best friends.
I love flamboyant redhead scientist looking dude, someone says. And then yeah, so the orange-haired kid is mine, and he's real. He exists, but the blue one doesn't. So
Why
orange,
doesn't Blue Jesus not exist?
Because he can't.
he can't? He can't because it's literally like one of my mages. And one
Okay,
of his
well, because
characters.
first of all, he was the first crack kid between our characters, I think.
he was.
You can always
he was
have
the-
him as a background character.
Well, no,
He
but
can-
here's
he can lurk.
the thing.
There you go. No, Holly's right. You're doing a webcomic. Just have him like creep out. He can break the time-space continuum.
He just in the
it.
background.
There you go. Just throw him in backgrounds and just see if anybody catches
Oh,
the game.
good. You know what? I could if I wanted to.
Have him be a little thief. He's
Where's all my
small.
kid art? Okay,
Have him
like,
be a little thief.
oh,
That's great. I support
That's great.
this. I support.
I like his little boots. I like the little boots. Oh my god.
Oh,
but like, the reason why he can't exist as like a proper canon character is because, like, I mean, I think we've said before that both of us would like, we could make our characters in each other's stories, just have them
be like,
change them up
be
or
them-
whatever.
Be them humans mostly.
Yeah, like,
Actually, I think about they'd have to all be humans if we switched it around.
yeah, pretty much. Or at least yours would. Yours could be mages in my world.
Yeah, that's true.
But oh good. I think I might have to get my iPad. Where's all my dang kid art? Anyway,
Like you have a fuck ton.
I know. I guess I guess not all of it's posted. Wow. Okay. But anyway, but also the reason why he can't exist in canon is because him himself, he's so fucking overpowered.
Listen,
It's
you can still do it though.
I
You
know,
just
but
don't mention it ever.
And it wouldn't, because if we put him in there, our stories wouldn't be our stories. They would become the Gabe show. Yeah, there's all those expressions. It would
I
become
love overpowered characters so much.
no,
though.
but it would become the Gabe show because he basically steals the whole show.
Yeah, like we think back now, we're like, man, what was Crackling like without
Yeah, like-
him? Because he wasn't there for a long time.
Oh yeah, he wasn't. It really, like, he only showed up when I guess we just decided, you know what, this isn't a crime. Its own thing. But so oh well, this one's not a kid, but it's Kitty. It's my favorite picture of him.
Oh my
But
What was that noise, Holly? You
It
like
was a cute.
I know he chirped. Yeah, he meow. He
Can you? But so like he wouldn't be. He'd just steal the entire story. And if we made him any different, he wouldn't be Gabe anymore. He'd be a different character if we changed him.
Well, you could.
Holly
You
just
can do a
wants it to happen.
cameo.
Holly just wants it to happen. Now you
We
have
can
to
always
make it
have him in Cracklin. Here's one of because. I know, Cracklin's just a fun time. Everyone was like, why don't you make a comic? And I'm like, we could, but there's so many spoilers.
Holly made a cute sound. Oh my god.
Here's one of
Holly can be cute. I don't know why people don't think you're cute. I think you're cute. And not in the
Because
creepy way.
because I burp all the time and I have a disgusting room and I'm fucking foul. Well, that's why.
You mean me?
I'm gross.
This is one, because the kitty in that picture, it was because in Crackland, I gave Lorelai and Lily a little cat child.
She pretty much gave my lesbians a child.
Yes, I gave them a cat son.
I didn't really. Oh, I'm so dumb. I thought you were streaming on Twitch, so I was like, I saw this and like.
No, I'm on YouTube.
Oh my gosh! Oh, I'm gonna read all these comments. And...
that's what I said.
I'm so dumb. I swear.
Oh yeah, I have one of.
Oh!
I love
Oh my gosh!
That was basically what happened.
I still have that screenshot of you drawing, or you doing that screenshot of Lily as Bakura, and it
I don't know what happened to the file. I like had it on my computer, and I. Man.
I have this one.
That one is so cute.
Not responsible for any use of drugs that people may use.
I'm a real boy. How? So that's. Do gays just like magically make babies? World?
No. Okay.
So he's a cat.
Let's tell the story.
He's a cat, and so Zodiac has this fabulous Asian mage lady that I fucking love. I love her.
Her name's April.
And she's got a majestic Asian horseman. Oh no, deer man. My bad.
I need to draw him.
And so she's like, yeah. So if you want, we can like enchant animals to be like familiars and stuff. But she's like, but I'm gonna make this one special, so he'll grow up like a real boy.
Yeah. And she didn't tell them either. She just kind of asked a bunch of really random questions one day, and it was just like, K. And then she just showed back up later, and she's like, hi, so I have this cute kitten. Don't ask why, but you need to cat sit him for a day, okay? Just cat sit the kitten. Don't ask questions. I'll be back later. It's cool. Have fun.
Oh no.
Feel free to name him. It's fine. So she left, and then they like thought it was so adorable. It's like, can we adopt him? Does he have a home yet, or whatever? Yeah, sure. Has it happened yet? No. And it's like what are you doing? Why are you acting weird? And then just out of nowhere, he turns into a kid, and he's just like, I'm a real boy.
What fucking lost me though is Zodiac makes him say fucking cat puns all the time, and
he calls them his mumies.
Oh my god.
America. But yeah, it's just stupid crack, cause fun. I love this pairing because poor Lorelai is still a repressed gay. she loves Lily so much, but she's like, I am never gonna get laid.
I love this.
Hang on, I'm gonna. I know I have more pictures of the kids. I just
Are
like
Lily and Lorelai together romantically. Lorelai likes to think so, but Lily's special, and not in a creepy way. I need to emphasize that. It's just there's reasons I can't say there's story reasons, but Lorelai is madly in love with Lily, and Lily loves Lorelai, but not in the same way. So Lorelai's like, I'll just never have sex. Kind of sucks, but I'm still happy. So.
Yeah. Hang on. I have Demetriel. Does she count?
Oh my god. Oh, Jesus.
Demetriel's important.
I like all your shitpost characters. They're great. Because that's what they are, if you're not gonna... Yeah,
they are.
That's pretty much what they are.
That's what they are at this point. We love them.
Do you say America every time fireworks goes off? Yes. That's the joke.
There it is. That's Demetriel.
The whirl.
The whirl.
She's gonna save the world. Okay, so
yes, this thing is a story.
Okay, so I have to emphasize this because like I know for a fact no one in YouTube knows about this. So in my story, there's this thing for story reasons where pretty much fusion exists, and before anybody says anything, I've had this shit since 2008, and so then I saw it on
Steven Universe. Oh my gosh!
I know, that's exactly it. Because I remember I saw it on Steven Universe, and I was like, fuck. Now, when I put this out, everyone's gonna be like, so it's like Steven Universe, but it's different. It doesn't work the same way as that one does. And only my mages can do it. And they can kind of do it with other mythical beings, but they really shouldn't. And so, Demetriel showed up of, like, one of my mages and Gabe Jesus being like, let's try it. And then they're like, but wait, you're a girl. That doesn't make sense because you're two guys. Because pretty much how it goes is the gender of the character they turn into is the stronger personality. So, like,
I think it was funnier because I think leading up to this, it was other people trying it first. Like, I think Aaron and Siren tried it first.
Yeah, they did,
like, just to see if it would work.
They did, because Siren was like, well, I've never tried this with anyone that wasn't a mage, so I would rather
your mages are just otherworld mages.
Yes, that's why it's like, I would rather he die than a friend of mine, is pretty much her logic. Because that's her.
Rude.
So they
they
did it and it worked, and then like so Gabe and Dimitri tried, and they're like, but because they're like both boys, so it's like, okay, they'd be a boy, but it's like, no, they're a girl, and everyone's like, what? Like, but
who is Aaron? Aaron is Zodiac's magical peacock man.
I'll get my fucking mages. Since we're going down the rabbit hole now.
Hey, you said you like cute characters. Get ready for real aesthetic cuteness, and you're gonna meet my magical fire husband out of Zodiac's
Sky and Mitchie's magical husband.
I love him. He is beautiful. He is sassy, and he is blind. He's everything I love.
He's blind. My favorite qualities. Get a man who can't look at you.
So
I mean, honestly, yeah.
So Aaron is the blue guy, is Peacock Man.
Yeah. Aaron's the mute. April's the pink, the one short one.
The cute pink one. Well, technically Anthony's short. He's got heels.
That is true.
Who is this fire character? Who dis?
That's Anthony.
That's
I like Anthony.
I told you, that's blind husbando.
Everyone wants to marry Anthony.
Anthony could step on me.
I mean, look at his heels.
Oh, maybe not. That would hurt pretty bad.
I just find it great that you actually said he can step on me, because for the peacock guy, Zodiac has a friend who literally...
Oh, that's right,
because Zodiac drew it, and he was like, so here's my friend getting stepped on by Aaron, and I'm like, well...
No, she drew that. It was a thing.
Oh, she drew it. Oh, okay.
Because she made the joke that, like, you need to make a character of me in your story now who's, like, a big fangirl of him. And I'm like, that entirely could work for the setting. So now there's that character that exists. And it's just, can I marry Pink Lady? She's cute. That's April. She's also sassy. They're all sassy. That's the moral of the story.
Oh, well, I think... Oh, I can't say it for
what?
Aurora.
Which thing?
I was gonna be like, yeah, because they all have a disability, but then I'm like, wait, I can't say what Aurora's is, because...
Oh, you can say it. It'll be way too long before
Zodiac
that finally comes
Zodiac
up.
was telling me how, he's like, yeah, they're based off of, you know, see no evil, hear no evil, see no evil, and then I'm like... And then Cody was the one point out, he's like, so the other one, what's her disability? I'm like, she doesn't have one. And he's like, I thought she's homeless. And I'm like, well, okay. I guess if you want to go down that road. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, and homeless. There you go.
Homeless. What's your disability? Why are you applying for government checks? My disability is homeless.
I just thought of the joke that Aurora is the government at this point. In the context of everything.
I mean, you're right.
Yeah, she's the mage government basically. In my world.
I live in no evil.
Live in no evil.
There you go.
Oh no. Yeah, but they're... Oh, I love my mages. They're... Technically, it's partly Crackland's fault that they're responsible. A lot of things that have developed in my story are now Crackland. Like the fact that my story has a plot now.
Yeah, that was what was funny. I was like, wow, Zodiac, working on this stupid crossover roleplay actually made you think of an ending to your comic.
It was worthwhile.
I feel like the blind guy would go up to the guy who can't speak and be like, heard you were talking shit.
Yeah, I mean, he does.
I mean, yeah, like, look at him. He's a beautiful, beautiful man.
Anthony makes jokes about his own blindness.
Like, we had a running gag where it was like, Anthony totally supported you going on a blind date. And he's like, the only reason he supported this is because there's blind in the title.
I imagine him to be like, I have very high standards, and he can't even tell who.
Like, I remember he was in an argument with his Crackland wife, and then like he made a stupid joke, and it was just like you're lucky I love you. And it's just like, I mean, it's good for dispelling tension, isn't it? Like,
I have no idea what this character's personality is like, but I'd be like, I feel like he'd be like, don't even fucking talk to me. Where's your fucking Gucci bag? I can feel it, bitch.
Well, I love
We don't need any of this knockoff shit.
How do you even know? I can tell.
I can smell.
It's the
I
smell!
I can sense it.
It's the smell!
You smell like a cheap bitch is what you smell like.
Oh my god, I love it so much! I loved the one that you did a long time ago. I don't have it, but it was like a sketch on paper where it was like, I'll help you, and then it was like ... You can't see because of my glasses, but I am winking right now.
oh god, hang on, I have that. It'll be far back, but I know I have that. That was when they met him.
Yeah.
Because they're like, listen, we need help, and he's just like, but it was to do something that was kind of borderline illegal, so like in magic context, and it was just like, well, as a master here, it would be very irresponsible of me to recommend that you do that. You can't see it, but I'm winking.
I love it. Someone was like, I can smell that cheap-ass Walmart cologne.
Oh god, it's so far. All these fucking... I lied. All of my kid drawings...
Are they on your iPad?
Well, yeah, but some of them are actually, like, drawn stuff, or, like, on paper, so... Oh god, I just found... I found the fucking thing between, Oh boy, this is confusing. Between Luxuria and Luxuria, whatever... I made the joke that was like, she hugged her and it was like, the fuck is this?
Yeah, so Luxuria's my lust demon, but she doesn't show up till like way fucking later in the story.
Yeah.
So I was like, because Zodiac's like, I want to draw your sin for your birthday. I'm like, fuck, I've never really drawn him out actually. Here's a Gaia basic idea of what I have.
I just found the one picture I did of Angel and Cassie when they got aged up for a time. And
I forgot about that one.
No, when they had, when Cassie found out she had mega tits, and she was just like, she's like, please no one explained what they are and why they're so big, and Angel's just like, you know, I wouldn't know, Cassie.
I'm still flat.
I got nothing here.
Cause Angel's pretty gender ambiguous, but she's a girl. What I think is funny is one time Zodiac made the comment where he's like, yeah, or Angel was talking about something and it was like, you know, at least you're not like me. I go into the bathroom when they think I went into the wrong bathroom, so.
Aww.
I love Angel. I love Angel as a kid and as an adult. Especially as a kid, because she's really sassy.
Aging up a character is easy. It's like when you make them kids, I feel like that's harder.
It honestly is.
It's like, I was trying to think of like, oh, what would Herschel look like if he was a muscle boy? And I was like, oh, this is wrong.
Oh god!
This is wrong.
Oh no.
I don't like this.
What would
Gross.
he look like?
He looks wrong. That's what he looks like.
Oh my god, I know it's here. I'm gonna find it. I'm determined now. Oh my god, I need to get, like, water or something. My sinuses are being
why
bitches.
in the ever-living fuck would I just imagine Tybalt randomly popping into our... Tybalt would fucking love living here. He would be, like, in his zone. If Tybalt came to, like, the modern world, he would be like, I can control literally everything. I am a god. I love this place. Because he's a light mage, so he can manipulate light matter. So, like, video games...
I just remember that one. Oh, I fucking found my eye picture after so long. God dang it. And I also found the one of Dilly with the I guess I'll die.
Oh, you mean the one I did?
My favorite fan art.
It's okay. For me, it was funny. I was like, you know what I'm going to do for some of my characters when they grow up? I'm going to do the opposite of what everybody does. Instead of giving them longer hair, I'm going to have them all, except Alador, get shorter hair.
Mm.
So yes, Tybalt and Adrian get a haircut.
Yeet.
It's called character development. Is hair length.
I mean, thinking about
true.
it. Have you ever not had a specific hairstyle to associate with a certain phase of your life?
Yeah, that's true.
Because, okay, so back in middle school, I was, like, that emo kid. I had the hair in my face, and I had the I just discovered what Hot Topic is. Oversized man shirts. Yeah, that was me.
My hair phases go
Oh god,
as follows.
I found the fucking picture that started it all for Crackland.
Since I had curly hair, I didn't know how to brush my hair, so my hair went from being an afro to being manageable. And I used to like look like a butch lesbian because my hair was really short. So
God.
It was just a bad. My hair has just gone through a lot. Character development.
Okay,
Yeah.
Holly, I have a question. Because it's something,
Okay.
I don't know why, this just popped back in my head. So I remember, like, forever ago, you drew Simon in that, like, Jesus loves me shirt, or whatever, with the juice box.
Yeah.
And then I remember, because you said, like, I found a picture of me in it, but you said in your recent vlog your dad was, like, super anti-religious. So how the hell did you go to Jesus camp?
Because I live with my aunt who's religious.
Oh, I didn't know she was religious.
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay, that makes sense then. I thought there was just some magical story behind it.
No.
Okay.
Hang on, this is in 3 parts because I'm weird like that. So give me a second.
Teach me your ways of coming up with good names. Go to 2000 name generator and pick one that sounds interesting. I am pretty lame when it comes to coming up with names.
I asked people on Twitter what to name Reese.
Really?
All you need to know about me character is just look at my fucking horses.
He likes puns. Zodiac likes puns, so all of his.
I don't even have a lot of
puns.
characters that are named with puns, but it's just those 4 specifically
Zodiac,
are the lowest I've gone for a character name.
Zodiac, you have a thing with your sins that I can't say for spoiler reasons, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but that was also for a more meta joke that knows what it's. Well, I can say this is that all of their actual. I've said it before. Is that all of their normal names start with the same letter as what sin they are, which is supposed to be a joke for something later because they realize there's another group or whatever they meet, and so it's like, oh, your names aren't like that, and it's like, no, why are your names like that? We don't know.
That's okay. It's like because Holly, didn't you give everyone in your comic in Purgatory like really religious names except Simon and Damien?
Yep. That's why everybody can't pronounce everybody else's last name. I mean, everybody who isn't like fucking Simon. They're like, who was this one character? Oh, well, there's only like 5, so come on. It's like, how do you pronounce Atara? Fucking, I don't know. Hard to pronounce. Everybody spells it wrong, and I'm like, ah, damn it.
Do they spell it like A-tar-A?
Yeah. Or they'll like spell Damien's name wrong. It's not the E, it's the A one. There's 2 spellings of Damien. I use the one that isn't Satan. It's Satan E.
Wasn't he originally the Antichrist?
Yes, but you know, things change when you rewrite.
I mean, that's how old I was. That's how old I am as a fan of yours. I remember those days. I was there. I was there for the first edits of Purgatory.
Oh no! I prefer people to forget.
You wanna know how I found you, Holly? I found you from your first render sketchbook you ever posted. Because I was like, this paper's magical, and I like this girl. I'm gonna subscribe.
Oh, yuck. I took that video down because it was just so embarrassing. I had to. It's just, oh boy, oh boy.
It's okay.
And now people are like, "Wow, Holly, you've changed. Your art got worse." And I'm like, do you want me to like show you guys the old videos?
Who says your art got worse? Your art's gotten so much better.
Everyone's
improved a lot.
Everyone's like, wow, Holly, your style is so unoriginal. I'm like, the style fucking doesn't matter, thank you. I care more about the fact that, like, spines now make sense. They're not broken in half and don't all look like they're having a stroke.
That was like me when I look at my old art. I'm like, why did I draw the titty, like, in the collarbone? Like, why did I give you floating mega titty?
Mega titty is good, though.
I have now realized that if I just need any sign that I'm like how many times I have to do a fucking theme with my names, I just have to look at little baby Morgan to remember how I could only name him that because it was the only name that worked with how he looked and for the theme I was going for. And this is my life.
I'm gonna draw him.
You're gonna draw Little Morgan.
I'm gonna draw some of your characters. They're funny.
Oh my god. I mean, please do.
I like them.
But, wow.
Okay, I want to finish that picture of Ringmaster vomiting into his hat that you did. I laughed so hard.
I need to redraw that because I drew that in a stream and I fucking deleted the picture.
I have so many sketches I could show because I have so many. Especially from Crackland, because all through when I was before school got out, I was like, just during the day I'd have long periods of time where I had to do Crackland bullshit. So like now my quote unquote sin book has become my Crackland book.
Jesus.
At this point.
I feel it's so unoriginal when I talk about my characters. They're not powers. They're not cool.
I like your characters though. I think they're great.
They're human.
I know, but they're humans that aren't fucking boring. That's my problem. It's like, look, I have human characters, but I don't have a lot.
I want to send this one with no context because I forgot about this one for. But
then go ahead. Okay.
No context for Holly yet, though. I'm just
fuck.
Let's see. Ellie's mom. We're having fun. Internals. Are they having sex?
No. They're all gay. So America.
Oh.
That was a big one.
America. When people say we're having fun, I feel like that's just.
I'll
give context now, because...
I mean, it's okay. I mean, they're all gay, so when they have fun, it's gonna be a fun time. Also, yes, Zodiac does have references of them, but he can't post them up yet. People were asking about the 7 heavenly virtues.
Mitchie, no, I don't have those.
I thought you had them done.
No.
Oh, you're revamping them, that's right, never mind.
No, Mitchie, I don't have those. In my comic.
Oh, right. Whoops. I'm sorry!
It's fine.
I can't believe people who do all these ref sheets. I'm like, God, I feel like such a fuckboy.
Oh, you want to feel like a fuckboy? Look at the one Zodiac recently did. I'm looking at this, I'm like, man, mine is trash. You thought mine were good. You thought mine were good. His make mine look like trash.
I make a comic without fucking referencing shit. I'm just like, oh, well, I hope you're not off model, because fuck. I don't care. I don't know. Maybe I'm just awful like that.
It's okay. We'll be in the adult trash can together. Zodiac's got till September.
To me, like, model sheets are like what adults do, and then what I do is just bullshit till I make a comic. I don't know why, but like model sheets just really intimidate me.
I think the problem with me is I have too many characters, and I want them all to have a model sheet.
I don't even have that many characters. I'm just lazy.
Okay, let's be honest. You're the last person I know that's lazy, okay? You fucking make books by hand. You are the last lazy person I fucking know.
I'm pretty lazy, though.
Holly, I'm a fight.
I'm a fight.
I might be small, but I'm fat. I'll fight.
I mean, I'm fat, too, so, I mean, I could just sit on you. I'm taller.
Okay.
You die.
It's okay.
I'm gonna get sit gains before the convention and beat you up.
I was gonna say, we're gonna stay in the hotel, and I'm just not gonna show up, and they're like, where'd Michelle go? Oh, I don't know, and they just find me dead in my fucking hotel room.
Oh, I don't know. I was gonna say something edgy, and then I just decided not
I mean,
to.
you can. I don't care.
No, it wasn't even funny. I'm just gonna not.
Oh, okay. I might be small and fat, but I'll fight. I mean, me. I'm getting less fat, though. I lost 5 more pounds, so I'm proud of myself there.
I, like, fucking haven't gone to the gym in 2 days. Fucking awful.
Well, you have to bike. Like, that's the worst part.
I'm just annoyed because I fucking got the fucking bike mount for my camera so I could do the time-lapse. I got a new bike seat. But then my tire fucking... So I got a new tire today, so hopefully tomorrow I can make an epic fucking time-lapse sequence that no one cares about but me, but I'm just very excited about it.
What's so funny?
Sorry, 1 second. I'm a little irked at somebody right now.
Shit. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'll just give me a second. Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
Just give me a second. I'm a little peeved at somebody right now.
Okay.
It's
All
fine.
right.
No, you're fine. It's cool. Just give me a second. I gotta write this.
You gotta beat somebody up, I understand.
I just,
It's okay. It's okay. Let's talk about gay again.
yeah.
I mean, that's my life, so... It's like, everybody's giving me shit. They're like, Holly, you had a straight character, and then you bi. Why do you have to do this? Can you leave any gays? Can any straight be left straight?
Why are people mad that Herschel's bi now? Like, why does
They're
it
like-
matter?
They're like, all you do is draw gays. You're a fetishist. And I'm like, all right, fine. I mean, I don't care, but it's rude. It makes more sense in the story for him to be bi too. So I was like, you know what? Fine.
Oh, is that how he gets over his thing?
No, he's got a lot of man crushes is all.
Oh, well, okay, that's another thing I think is funny. Like, every, like, finger quote super straight guy I know, they all have, like, a couple of people where they're like, yeah, you know, if that person wanted to fuck me, I would be gay.
You glitch hardcore.
Damn it!
Sorry, I
No,
did
it's
not
fine.
know what you
No,
said.
it's fine. What I was trying to say was, like, there are so many straight guys I know who are like, yeah, I'm super, super straight, but then, like, they'll tell them it's, like, one guy, and they're like, okay, no, I would go gay for that one guy. And I'm like...
That
then...
one guy, I would just, like, deep throat real good.
Oh, God.
Because basically there's this fat cameraman guy in the comic,
Mm-hmm.
and basically he like went through like a major depression, but before that he was like really fit and active and like a really cool cameraman. He was basically like
He was like one of those sexy camera guys.
yeah, he was just like the best newscaster ever, and like Herschel was like serious man crush.
Mm-hmm.
But then he got fat and lazy, and Herschel was just like, fuck you so much. But then they actually meet up later in the comic, and then they have a heart to heart, and then Herschel be like, here, boy, we won't make you hot again.
Yeah, here, we'll make you sexy. You know,
and I don't want to make it seem like mean, like he's not a cool person when he's fat. I just want to be like, he's literally like eating to avoid his problems.
No, I mean, and I think that's fine. I think more people should talk about that kind of stuff, because that's a thing. I mean, hell,
well, yeah,
like
that's
I mean,
like a major thing.
It is. I really hate that whole like fat acceptance movement thing. Yes, you should be happy with how you look, but there's a limit. As a fat person,
Definitely.
I'm saying this, and I know for a fact I went off the wagon, and I had a very unhealthy relationship with food for a long time. And I'm looking at myself now, and I'm like, I did this to myself. I want to get better. Do I want to be a stick? No. Will I ever be a stick? Realistically, not. But I want to be healthy, and I don't want to, like, have my heart give out. Like,
Well,
that's
I think a lot of people, when they think, like, oh, I want to lose weight, they think you're, like, anorexic, and it's like, listen, bitch, like, it's not... Losing weight doesn't mean you're not eating anything.
mm-hmm.
Like, you're just eating different amounts of food.
Well, it's like people who I see doing, like, stupid diets, where they're like, okay, because I had this, oh my god, so I had this friend in high school who was, like, kind of fat for attention, but she wasn't fat. I say that as a thing because she was like, because Holly, I've seen pictures of you. She's thinner than you, and I know that for a fact. And she'd be like, oh my god, I'm so fat. My parents put me on this super diet, and then, like, I'm here, you know? Even though I weigh less than I did then. And I'm like, yeah, okay. But then, like, she would have these, like, really stupid diets where it's like, oh, okay, I have a milkshake for breakfast. I have a fat-ass fucking, like, McDonald's giant-ass meal for lunch, and then I have a milkshake for dinner. And I'm like, well, that's why you're not losing weight. You're not eating properly. I mean, you're also not fat, but okay. Like, again.
It's not even complicated. Just don't fucking eat trash. Like, really? Like,
well, that was the issue.
It's
is
really not that hard.
They're like, okay, I'm gonna eat this tiny thing that's healthy, and then I'm gonna eat a mountain of trash. Cause, like, okay, so I live in California where we have In-N-Out, and In-N-Out has this thing called a 4x4, where it's literally 4 slabs of meat and 4 slabs of cheese on a burger. And I've seen these people who are all on diets, like, yeah, I'm gonna eat super healthy and super great, but then on my cheat day, I'm gonna eat like 10,000 calories.
10,000 calories?
I'm not exaggerating, because I've been there. I've been there, because I've been, like, you know, on this, like, railroad of things.
Shit.
Where it's, like, I'll tell people, like, oh, I'm on my cheat day, and then, you know, my cheat day is, like, normal. Like, if I get a cheat day, I'll be like, you know what? I'll go get some chicken nuggets and no fries and a soda. Still pretty bad, but it's something. And then I see these people who are like, yeah, so I ordered 3 number ones, a double-double, a milkshake, giant-ass animal fries, and then I'm here,
a pizza, a watermelon.
Yeah, and I'm like here with my little thing of nuggies, and I'm like, okay, you enjoy your heart attack.
Well, to me, it's just like, it's a matter, it's like so many people, like, they want to lose the weight immediately. It took you years to put it on. Yeah. It's gonna take years to get it off. Mm-hmm. Like, just be realistic. Like, I get frustrated with myself. I'm like, I'm only losing 2 pounds a week. I'm so annoyed. But then I'm like, that's actually pretty good. Like, if you lose it any faster, you might have, like, loose skin and gross shit. Like,
and that's the thing too, is I see people who are like, I lost 20 pounds a month. I'm like, that's really bad, because that also
that's not good.
That also happened to me. So a long time ago.
And you could be nutrient deficient. That's not even good. Like,
back when I was 21 or 22, I don't remember. But I was working at a supermarket, and my doctor put me on, like, a really strict diet, because this is when I discovered I had a heart problem. So he was like, yeah, I've got a weak heart. Yay for eating disorders. Not really yay, it's not a fun thing. So, I started noticing what was happening when I'd go to the gym and stuff and just hang out with my friends back then, because I also weighed less than I do now. I would, like, go on the machines, and my heart rate would be, like, at 300 to 400.
Holy shit! And 300?
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. And I wasn't sweating, and I didn't feel it. It was to the point
where...
No, I'm not kidding! I swear to God, this is real. Because I had to go, like, Cody called a guy over, and he's like, oh, the machine must be broken. So I went on the machine, and I just touched it. And the guy looked at the machine, looked at me, and then called the paramedics. And he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm not even sweating yet. What's wrong? So I had to go to the hospital, and my doctor's like, yeah, you have a really weak heart. And I'm like, I do? And he's like, yeah, like, what are you... Like, here, you gotta go on this special diet to lose weight because you can't work out. Well, I needed to get a job, so I was working at a supermarket at the time. And this is when I was working at the supermarket where my boss was doing illegal shit where I'd have to push, like, 15 carts in the 115-degree heat. And so...
Jesus.
But, I needed a job, so anyway, I, like, went back to my doctor, and I actually lost, like, 50 pounds in a month. And my doctor's like, yeah, no, go eat junk food. Like, my doctor told me that. He's like, you're losing weight too fast with this job. You need to not be on this diet anymore. Go eat. And then I quit the job, and then I got used to eating junk food, and now I'm here. So, yeah. I just choked on my water the moment you said, yeah, so whenever I go to the gym, I have to be very careful that my heart doesn't explode. And I'm like, because I tried checking that out, and I'm like, is it because I'm fat? And then, like, I started doing research on eating disorders and stuff, and I talked to my doctor, and I got tested, and I'm like, oh no, you royally fucked your heart. And I'm like, oh, lovely. And I'm fat. That's just... Whew.
Like, the highest heart rate I've ever had when I'm, like, really working it in the gym is, like, 120.
Yeah.
That's insane.
But like I said, what sucks...
Like, your resting heart rate was insane.
I know.
like,
no, I should have died.
That's so bad.
I know. Trust me, I know. And, like, the fact that it scares me because I don't feel it. I don't feel it until I come down. So that's why I'm like, I have to be very careful when I work out. Yeah, so guys, don't have an eating disorder. It's not fun. It's not
well,
cute.
I mean, they can't, it's not like you can help it, but...
I know.
Don't like, be the kind of person who glamorizes an eating disorder.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, don't be Tumblr.
Yes, because that was the thing too, is like, I didn't even know I had one because I never, like, threw up or anything. I just wouldn't eat at all. Like, I would live off of a meal a day, and it was tiny portions. And I would be like, oh, this is fine. I wonder why I'm not losing weight. And then again, like, things started, like, clicking into sense. I'm like, this is why I was tired all the time. This is why I would pass out randomly. Huh. You can be fat and having an eating disorder. It's amazing.
Oh, no.
So me
Well,
too.
like the last time I was at the doctor,
Mhm.
this is partially why I want to like stop drinking soda.
Yeah.
Because like here's the thing that a lot of people don't tell me about soda.
It's
Soda
addicting.
has an insane amount of sodium in it.
Yeah, it's got
And
salt.
sodium is awful for you. Like you should not have that much salt because you can have a heart attack. Like so sometimes when I drink too much soda, I'll just like I'll have like heart palpitations. I'm not even fucking with you.
Oh God.
Like so I'm trying to not drink as much soda. I still do. But like yeah, just being healthy is so hard.
It is. It's one of those moments where I sit back and I'm like, high school me, I was an idiot.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get water and
I'm gonna go get water. I'm gonna go be healthy after this conversation.
no, I gotta get water because my throat is just dying from my sinuses.
Yeah, go ahead. Go get.
And my brief anger spike.
Sorry. Okay,
Oof.
Holly Twisted Zodiac or Zodica. What's your rules on drawing fan art? I mean, for me, I don't fucking care.
You can draw me fan if you want to draw me. 100% want to, feel free. I love it.
Yeah, if
Great.
you want to draw me fan art, go cray. As for me drawing fan
Don't
art,
do
maybe-
anything gross.
yeah, don't do anything.
Just
gross.
nothing gross, please. Just
No gross. I've had people send me porn of me, and I'm like, I don't know
Of you?
why you think I want this.
Of you, like your persona, you.
Of me. I don't even have a persona. It's just me. So I'm like, ew, yuck.
What the fuck? What?
Like draw my characters at least. Jesus, get some decency.
Ooh. Damn.
Yeah, don't draw me, like sexually.
Are you moving before your wedding? Someone else asked. I'm just trying to help. Oh, sorry. We're trying to, but California sucks dick. America.
America.
Perfect timing.
Oh, I'm so excited for you though.
Oh,
I'm
I
glad
cried.
your wedding is working out.
I cried. I fucking cried. That person got back to me too, and they were super sweet. They were like, "You don't have to send me anything, but can you give me some tips on Photoshop?" And I'm like, "That's literally all you want."
I'll suck your dick. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, me.
Sorry.
Hashtag protect Holly. But yeah, as for like drawing fan art to sell, I mean, I think okay. So my rule with drawing
Be
fan
a
art
fan of
yeah,
the thing that you
yeah,
draw.
exactly. Like, know what you're doing. Second of all, so my rule is, and this is mostly for indie games and shit, is if I see merch for it in big retail stores, it's fine to sell at a convention, and if not, I don't do it. Or if the game's free. Like, shameless plug, I made Doki Doki literature charms on my Tick Tales store for pre-order, if anybody wants to pick some up, because I fucked up, and I literally have 200 Doki Doki charms, so I need to sell these things.
I'm gonna buy a Yuri one for sure.
Oh, yay. Oh, by the way, I gave you the info for my friend who has the special clasps, since you wanted those. Did you get it?
Ooh. No, maybe. I
Yeah,
don't know.
they're called Vogue Grace, and they're on Alibaba.
Oh yes, you did. Yes,
Okay.
you did. Thank you. Yeah, I'm so excited about the convention, but I'm also panicking because I have like no prints still. I don't know what it's gonna take to get me to do things. Twist my arm behind my back. Draw, bitch.
It's okay. I mean, I don't have time to make new prints, so I'm just sitting here like, Holly said she'd print my shit, so here's old art that isn't 11 by 17, because I thought I knew formatting. I was wrong! All of my nice, like, really nice art I'm super proud of is that I'm, like, 8.5 by 11. But since I draw with a binary brush for my inking, I, like, tried blowing it up, and I'm like, oh, it looks like trash.
That's why I set everything to 600 DPI.
Well, now I know, okay? Now I've learned.
Everybody makes fun of me. They're like, oh, wow, that's so big. Like, you're so stupid. Why are you...
I thought 350...
For this reason exactly.
I thought 350 was good. I learned.
No, you need big. It needs to be massive.
It needs to be like giant cock.
It needs to be a fucking 2 GB file every drop. Yeah, I don't know.
Sadly, I can't show
don't know what
America
to draw
when there's fireworks in
for
Colorado. There's a fire ban because everyone around here's like, hey, there's a fire ban here. That's why I'm doing it. Because by law, they're not supposed to be doing them where I live. Like, we
It
have
just
sectioned counties where you can do fireworks, but no one ever wants to do it.
It just rained, so everyone, like, just blasted off
America.
all their fireworks.
America.
America.
All right, go have fun with your go have fun watching anime like a weeb. Someone just said they were going to do that.
I didn't even eat 4th of July food today. I had soup.
I'm gonna have ramen.
Like, what the fuck? You're supposed to eat burgers.
I had hot dogs and stuff because
Zodiac had America.
My family.
Zodiac.
My family was here.
Nothing says America like mystery meat.
Right.
Although I've had chicken hot dogs. Have you ever had those? Those are disgusting.
That's
don't
a thing.
buy those.
That
Sounds gross.
disgusting. That sounds gross.
I bought them because they're cheaper, and I know why. Now.
Yeah, that's probably why.
I don't know. I never thought about what the meat was in it. I was just like, oh, you know, hot dog meat. Whatever they have left in the factory, that's what hot dog meat is. Apparently it's not good. Chicken meat is gross for hot dogs. Get beef. Okay. I'm almost done with these pages, thank Christ.
Which one are you working on?
I'm working on purgatory pages right now.
Oh. Are we getting to the sad yet?
Yes. I feel so bad because it's like, I don't know, I've just been so busy to update shit. It's like I have the pages, I just have to edit them, and that
Holly,
takes the longest.
It's fine. Zodiac knows some things my characters go through, and he's just like, Michelle, why? I know why, story reasons, but why?
But I just, comics take so long to update.
See, that's why I'm lame and I'm writing a book. I would love to do it as a comic.
And you keep talking about my page, Shake.
Zodiac, I'm gonna say this now as your friend because I love you. You don't have a job.
Listen, but I'm also 17.
I know, you're a child in high school, but you know what? That's what summer's for.
Fight me.
Oh, you don't have a job? Get to work, bitch. Draw.
See, that's what I'm saying!
Drawing is my job, so I mean...
I was
guess I
doing
have no excuse
commissions.
either.
Listen,
I know,
it's
he was good. He's doing commissions, and I finally convinced him to raise his prices to reasonable wages.
Well, that was a long time ago that I raised them.
I know, but when I met you, you were like, here's a sketch for 25 points, and I'm like, boy, that's not even a quarter!
That was a long time ago, and I didn't even have commission.
Have we been friends that long? Because I remember those days.
25 I don't know how DeviantArt works. Why do they have to, like, use these rudimentary bullshit? Why can't they just say dollars?
Well, I didn't do, I don't do my commissions on there, so, do that, so, that would have been from a long, if they were that cheap, that would have been from, like, a long time ago, and that would have been a long time ago.
People want us to fight.
I've had my prices up for a long time, I think. No, I think you helped me...
Yeah, I helped you raise them, because I remember they're really short.
You helped me figure out what prices I wanted to do for my... Because I hadn't done...
Yeah.
I just want to draw my emo kid right now.
Does he show up later in the comic, or is he showing up sooner?
Who, Reese?
Yeah.
Reese is not in Purgatory.
Oh, he's not!
No, Reese is separate. Reese is in Paranormal Plague.
I mean, no, that's what I meant. I thought he was in Paranormal Plague, not Purgatory.
Oh, yeah.
That's
They're
what I
separate.
meant. Yeah.
Sorry, they're two different comics.
No,
but...
I know they're two comics. I had a derp when you said, they both start with P, okay?
I know. A lot of people are like, you really like P, huh? I'm like, okay. Don't make that a phrase.
Holly likes P, 2018.
Slurp.
Ew!
Give me that pee fetish. What is that? That is disgusting.
It's called water sports, and it's gross.
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly? I forgot that was a thing! Oh my god. Thank you for reminding me of that terrible thing.
I just remember it because of that one Boondocks episode. I feel...
That's how I found out about it as a kid.
I feel weird about liking the Boondocks because it's just, like, so bad.
But it's so amazing.
It's so good, though.
I'm sorry,
Well,
what are water
the later
sports?
seasons
You don't want to know. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. You don't. It's like that. Okay, it's that side of the internet that everybody's scared of because you're just like, I went down the rabbit hole and I can't come out.
Well, I mean, because I'm drawing, like, not safe for work comics now, I found out there's just a disgustingly large amount of fetishes that I just was not aware of.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, there's...
And I was like, I thought I
shouldn't-
was edgy, but no.
We were talking about this before in another stream on Twitch where I was talking to my other friend Pastel. Zodiac was also there. And it's like, you know, I thought I I was into some stuff, and then I'm like, wow, I am vanilla as shit. Thank you, internet. Thank you for making me feel like I am just a fish.
Yeah, I love Jesus and the missionary position.
Zodiac, what do you mean we can do it outside?
Oh, goodness. That was my favorite.
One I never understood, and I still don't understand, was, okay, so I'm not knocking furries, because some furries are amazing, some are nuts, but that's like everything in the world.
Yes.
I never understand the people getting, like, sexually aroused by, like, when cartoon characters turn into balloons.
Inflation?
There's a lot of fetishes that can't be understood.
But
and I don't even think I don't even think the people who have those fetishes actually understand why they have them do.
Wow,
just hold on, I gotta close my door.
Wow. We're talking about this. Gotta save mom from Jesus.
Wait.
Fuck. What? Oh no. Did I get you in trouble?
Okay.
Did I get you in trouble?
I'm back. DeviantArt is literally just inflation. That's all it is.
Okay, not all of it. Like, okay,
Not really.
I like DeviantArt. You just gotta know where to stay away from.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as hard as you'd think.
I don't use that site, so every time I go on there, I'm just like, what the fuck? Why is the explore page just this?
Okay, the explore page is weird.
Yeah, don't go to the explore page. Just don't. No.
Just don't go to the page that features the stuff.
Most people get fetishes around the age of 4. The fuck?
You're okay.
Why?
You're not entirely wrong, but they worded it weird.
No, I get that, because a lot of fetishes you do get are like stemmed
they're
from
kind of
childhood.
rooted at a very young age.
It's kind of like how, like, if you wean your kid off of the bottle, like, really late in life, they love sucking on dick and other things, too. No, this is real! I'm not even kidding, because I, like, studied psychology for a little bit. If you, like, wean your... It's true! If you wean your kid off of breastfeeding or, like, bottles for too long, they'll actually have, like, oral fixations. And they're also the ones who are more likely to bite their nails, more likely to, like, just sucking on things and, like, love giving head and sucking dick because they like having things in their mouth.
This is ridiculous. I feel kink shame.
I didn't even know about this. I mean, for you, Holly, but yes,
I'm just joking, but or am I? Find out next time on Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's a thing.
Oh
yeah,
my
there's
God.
a lot of things.
No, it's true. Like, honestly, it's because like my thing has always been.
I'm loving my
People
chat
don't-
right. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, people don't understand that like that there's a fetish for like everything.
There is.
And you can't. It's not necessarily unnatural to have a fetish. It can be weird, and some of them are dangerous and should be taken appropriately. But like, it's not really everyone's got one. You just if you don't think you have one, you might have just found it yet.
Enlightened Insomniac, you just walked into me talking with my friends.
Yes, welcome.
That's what this stream is. It's just hanging out.
You walked into next time on Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, you walked into next time on Yu-Gi-Oh!
Actually, it's more like next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Oh my god.
Because I don't think they really did next time with you. But, you know,
never
whatever.
know. We got
I don't remember.
Kids sings. We got 4 kids sings the American anthem, okay?
Did they do that? I'm trying to. I can't
it's
remember.
been all over Twitter. That was the thing. And the ending, like, they did a really bad crop where, like, half the characters are missing their legs behind the flag because they just took them from random episodes.
Oh, yeah, I remember this now. That's hilarious.
There's a kink test that will teach you things about yourself. I am really not surprised.
I don't even think I need to take that. Like, I feel like most people should know, right? Like,
you'd be surprised. There are some people who are so sexually repressed that when they finally do something, they go buck wild.
Like, I think some people just would be in denial about it.
Like, okay, so I had this friend who used to be straight, and everything was great.
Then he turned gay.
No, seriously, like, he told me this story of, and I haven't talked about this friend before, but, so it's not my other gay friend, because I've talked about him, and I love him. He's magical and amazing, and he's one of my bridesmaids. I love him.
Yay.
So this one was like a guy I knew in high school, and he like had a bunch of girlfriends and was a super man-ho. And then one day he was like, okay, guys, I'm gay. And now, this is going to sound really insulting, but there's no other way to say it, because he said it himself. He's like, so, when I came out of the closet, I came cartwheeling out of the closet, because he would come to me and be like, Michelle, why don't people want to stay with me? And I'm like, what? And he's like, well, I'm fucking them on the first date. Keep in mind, I'm in high school and I hadn't had sex yet. And I'm like, well, maybe don't fuck them on the first date. And they're like, well, men are different. I'm like, no.
Hunty, no.
And so I kid you not, this guy went through like 19 boyfriends in my senior year.
Oh.
And he was just like,
They're not a boyfriend if it's one night.
I know, and that's what I kept saying. I'm like, these aren't boyfriends if it's one night. And it's not even like in a bed, okay?
Oh no. Oh no.
Because I don't know why. Like, I'm a very open person,
Honey.
which I'm fine with. But there's certain things I don't want to know. Like, I don't want to know how in front of your house he bent you over on top of your car. And I'm like, see? Have fun, do your kinks, that's nice. But don't give me, like, specific details and dates.
I had a friend like that in high school, too. That's so weird.
Really?
Yeah, but it wasn't a dude, it was a girl, and she would just describe everything in such detail.
That
I'm like,
happened
this
to me!
is disgusting. And then she'd point out, like, the dude she banged, and I'm like, ew,
He did that to me too!
visual.
He did that to me too! He's like, oh yeah, and I did that guy and that guy. I'm like, that's nice, I guess. I'm going to math.
I don't want to be mean. She wasn't good looking, so, like, my visuals were like,
oh god!
Like, yuck. Thank you for that.
What's the difference between kinks and fetishes? I think they're the same.
I don't know.
America.
I don't know.
I can't deal with this conversation. The fuck did I walk into? Welcome to my life. That's my best friend.
I don't know if there's a difference.
I think they're the same thing.
I guess they're the same.
I mean, if you get sexually aroused by them, then it's the same. There's also... I don't know, there's some things that people are like, I just like this. And I'm like, that's not a fetish, you just like something.
I don't understand, like, the food fetish thing. I never have understood that.
I don't get that either, and I'm gonna be real. Okay, so I had a creepy person ask me this once, and I was like, you know, I need money, not that bad. And this is another story. This person emailed me, and they were saying they were gonna give me $3,000 if I did a private webcam where it was me with my shirt off eating an entire pizza. And I was like, you know...
$3,000? Hell yeah. I'd be like...
You know, I was too creeped out.
Yes, daddy. Here, give me $3,000.
I was too creeped out. I needed the money, but I'm like, no. I am gonna block this email. I'm gonna show Cody. I'm gonna bleach my eyes. And then I'm gonna go
that is not what I thought you were gonna say.
Oh, God.
Oh, my lord. I just think it's funny. Like, I want Ash in my comic. That's how she, like, makes extra money. She'll just eat stuff on camera.
I mean, again, I got nothing wrong with cam girls. If you're happy being a cam girl, you do you.
She's not, like, doing anything sexual, though. She's just eating. That's gonna be the joke.
Really?
Yeah.
She's gonna be doing the mukbang things?
Yeah. I'm awful when I watch those, and I feel bad because I feel like I'm participating in her demise, but I can't stop watching them. Like, Trisha Paytas, I feel so bad for her, but I also don't, because she makes a lot of money.
Michi could have been Trisha. I don't know who Trisha is.
Oh, you don't know Trisha? You should look her up later on.
Oh, God.
But it's literally like this... It's so hard to tell if she's a troll.
People thought I was going to say bleach my ass. Jesus Christ.
Yes, that's what I thought you were going to say. I don't know why. But yeah, Trisha Paytas is just like... It's hard to tell if she's trolling or not. Because she's so crazy.
Okay, you guys are going to hate me, but I have to put my fan on. I'm dying.
I don't care.
I'm saying some people are just super OCD about audio, and I'm like, it's too hot.
Everybody gets mad because I have a fish tank, and they're like, are you pissing? Yes. Yes, I am.
All the piss, all the time.
I am so upset that you called me out on my disability.
Oh, God. Trisha looks like she got a bad plastic surgery job. Okay. I don't know who this person is.
Is
she on YouTube?
She's literally the definition of mukbang.
Trisha Christian?
Trisha Paytas.
Oh, okay. This took me some Indian actress.
No.
Is it on YouTube?
Here, I'll just link her to you.
Yeah,
Holy Bwown, I just realized you...
Yes! That was the joke!
I'm so stupid.
It's been like that this whole time.
Yeah. It goes
notice.
with the amazing icon that Zodiac worked so hard to do.
Here, I'll link you to my queen. She also sings really, really cringy stuff. I don't know why I watch her. I'm just awful, I guess.
I'm still mad at Michi said I'm gonna grow up and suck dick. It's not just sucking dick, it's just you like things in your mouth. That's what an oral fixation is.
Is that why I'm fat?
Were you weaned off the bottle later in life?
I don't know. Have you ever been like watching all those like...
Oh, her! Okay, now I know who it is.
That's what I said. Almost everybody knows who she is, but they don't know like her name, you know?
Yeah.
I think she collabed with Shane Dawson a lot. But...
I think there's a typo in the title.
Where?
I think.
No, the person just commented.
Oh.
And I'm laughing because, like, really? Is it where it says Zwodiacword?
Hello?
Hello?
Ooh woo.
Ooh woo.
Ooh woo, my gay beans, ooh woo. I love Voltron. Ooh woo.
Oh my
That's
God.
like every single Tumblr post.
Hold on. Speaking of Voltron, why did everyone lose their shit that Lotor was still bad? I like that he lost his fucking shit at the end of the episode.
What? I was like, I feel like it was just a waste of time to develop his character if they're just gonna make him evil again.
No, I'll agree with that, but I like just how much he lost his fucking shit. Like, he had like a mental break. I don't know. I liked it. I don't support mental breaks! But, in anime, it's okay.
I don't know. I wanted him to fuck Allura, okay? And he got...
Okay, me.
He got.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm still gonna call. I'm just transitioning to my iPad.
Oh, right.
So,
is it past your bedtime? Are you getting in trouble?
oh, it's been past my bedtime. I just
Fuck.
I just know no one's called me out for it yet, but I just know I'm louder in here than I am in. So
It's a HOwwy day.
It's a HOwwy day. You're on summer vacation.
yes.
Yeah, you don't have a bedtime. What the hell?
Yeah, but other people sleep, so
I shouldn't be like telling you to do. I'm 22. I should not be telling a kid to.
You don't need to tell me
to be
You don't
annoying.
need to tell me to stay up late.
He already does it anyway.
I do it like every night
I know, because I'm there.
because I'm bad.
You need quality sleep.
Okay, go crap.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, so I guess we can't talk about Voltron. People don't want spoilers. But I agree, I wanted him to fuck Allura too.
They both have white hair. White babies. White babies.
There you go, Holly's a racist, it's confirmed. No, it's okay. So, funny story. So, on that topic, right? So, I have these two characters that my friend and I made in high school, and they're black. And I don't mean brown, like they're a race where they're literally black people. And so, I remember, like, in fucking high school, we were like, black babies, all happy because they're really fucking cute. And then we, like, realized what we said after we said it. And we're like, fuck, we're gonna get jumped after school. It never happened, but let me try to find them because they're cute. They're cute little beans, and they're also both gay, so...
I was talking about my not safe for work comic with one of my friends, and I was... Because we make fun of, like, the gay bean thing a lot, because it's funny. And I was like, look at my gay beans. And I was like, I didn't realize. I was like, oh, they're both Hispanic. Fuck.
Oh, God!
Like a second after that, and I was like, oh, what have I done?
Oh, it's okay, so I lost my shit.
I did a racism.
It's okay, so Cody, some of Cody's friends are Mexican, right? And Cody's Mexican too. And so, like, they were having dinner one time and I was in here working. And I went out there and I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. But it turned out where they're like, no, I'm a black bean. He's a pinto bean. And Cody, you're the mushy bean you get in a can. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, we're talking about the types of Mexican beans people are. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh my god.
I did a racism.
I didn't realize till like you know, like when you say something and like 2 seconds after the fact, you're like, oh.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
you mean a Freudian slip?
Yeah, that was a really bad one, though. It was pretty bad. That made me feel really bad for like the rest of the day.
I've had those moments, so I'm like, fuck.
Because, you know, it didn't occur to me till I just thought gay beans, and then the plural would be ER, and I was like, no.
Gay beaner.
I just didn't even think about it.
Oh my god, I love people in my chat now. They're like, I'm a navy bean. This is what we got.
I would be I want to be a coffee bean. That's me.
I mean, me. That's why when I had my Patreon things, I'm like, they're coffee beans. And on my Twitch, my emote is a bean blushing with another bean laying on it. Hey.
Hey, I'm back.
Breaking the rules.
I'm breaking the rules. What are we talking about now?
We're talking about types of beans we would be. What bean would you be? Holly and I want to be coffee beans.
What if you don't really like most beans?
Then you're awful.
So speaking of trash people, Anna posted up her brothers that are fucking trash boys, and I love them.
Oh my god.
I love them. They're also both dragon guys, so...
amazing.
I'm like, yay, you're trying your boys again, and my husband, which is the edgy black one.
Yay.
Is it bad? I seem to be like, oh, I love these trash characters.
Same, though. That's a mood.
Like, what was that joke where it's like, oh, full cast of characters, spreads them, that gremlin, I like that gremlin right there. I'm like, this is me, I'm feeling called out.
That's me when I make a character. I'm like, which one is the worst character? It's gonna be my favorite.
That's me, but slightly opposite, or that's just me in the sense of like, let's see, you got all these lovely main characters, and then like, no, I like this one side one that I shouldn't have so involved, but I love them.
You mean Kai?
Yes. It's exactly what he is.
No, I don't want to see porn of Bakugo's mom. Get off my Twitter feed.
Oh my god.
I think you mean you do.
I'm
She's such a MILF. Yes.
I love her, but I don't need to see porn of her. I'm good.
I mean, she's basically like the femme version of Bakugo.
She is, and Cody lost it when that episode came out. He's like, "Oh my god, is this dad fucking Ned Flanders?"
I already knew what she looked like because of the manga, but I was just like, "Yes, there's my queen. There she is."
I'm so behind. I got to like where they are in the anime right now for the manga, and then I stopped because I'm like, I am having an emotional moment right now. I need to wait.
Yeah, I'm not up to date with the manga.
Because when that episode happened, like, I already knew it happened. I'm like, you know, I'm a little bitch right now, and I'm just gonna fucking cry.
I'm dumb, and I realize, because I try to get people to watch anime, and then I forget anime is really embarrassing.
It's
like,
not,
you know what I mean?
It's not as embarrassing as it used to be.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No,
like,
My Hero Academia is like really embarrassing.
Not really.
God.
Not really.
At least not out here.
It.
So many people I know watch it and are like,
yeah, like
it's becoming like the new Dragon Ball, where you can have the most
well, I don't
man
know.
in the world be like, yeah, Midoriya's my shit, and I've seen it.
I like how he's buff and also small.
Right.
That appeals to me in a lot of levels.
He's a small swole bean.
He's tough boy, but also buff boy.
Who you know would be great with giving hugs.
What?
Midoriya.
Oh, good. Sorry, you glitched out for a second. I didn't know what you said.
No. He and Best Girl need to get together. That's all I say.
Oh, Chaco?
Yes.
I mean, I don't really care about Midoriya that much. I'm here for Aizawa, and that's...
Really?
I love him so much. I love his titty. I'm all about Aizawa. If you look in the manga, he is like... Okay, so this is the thing that, like, people don't realize. His only power, his only quirk is to erase other people's quirk.
Yeah.
So everything else he does, he's just fucking that good. Like, he can do flips and shit. He's a fucking ninja. He's great.
Yeah.
He's so underutilized and underappreciated, and it's just bullshit. He's hashtag relatable, and he's got titties. I want a motorboat. Like, it's all there. He's the full package. I shouldn't have said this on stream. I feel bad for this now.
It's fine.
Not really.
It's fine. People need to learn that in my streams, anything goes. It doesn't... That's... Okay, no, true story. Like, whenever we do anything crass, Zodiac's like, okay, Michelle, we have to do it on your channel. We can't do it on mine. Because yours is like, no hold bars. Anything can fucking happen.
Aizawa is not Kakashi, okay? Aizawa actually cares.
Who thought he was Kakashi?
Kakashi sucks compared to Aizawa. Aizawa is...
Okay. First of all, I read that comment, and, I like Chibi Vampire, but I will wholeheartedly agree it is trash. But it is special trash in my tiny weeb heart. Who sent me a message?
Todo Deku, yeah, I'm about that life.
I'm just here not knowing about anything.
Zodiac doesn't watch the weebs.
I wanna, but yeah.
I don't like a lot of stuff, so like when I get into something, I just become annoying about it.
Oh no, that's me. When I get into something, like I feel bad whenever like on my reblog Tumblr, people know when I go through phases, because that's literally the only shit I'll reblog for like 4 months straight.
That was me in school with fucking Crackland for a while.
It's just like... I
didn't really have... My life is boring. I didn't have anything else I did outside of school.
It's okay, that's me too. People are like, your life is so interesting. I'm like, all I do is work, play with my chinchillas, and read a lot.
All I do is draw.
And sometimes game.
That's all I do is draw, really.
Yeah, that's me. All I do is draw and come up with bullshit stories.
I draw and watch anime.
Has anyone seen Diabolic Lovers? Oh my god, that fucking anime.
What is that?
Oh god! Okay, so that anime is trash. Like...
Is it funny, though?
Yeah. It's... Oh my god. So, it's based off of one of those anime dating sim ROM games. And it's... First of all, they're vampires, and they all want to fuck the human girl, because, of course... But whenever they bite her, the sound effect they use is like biting into an apple, and she's like, "Ay!"
Oh my god.
And there's one character that nicknames her full on, like, "Come here, little bitch." And I'm like, okay, well, when they do it in like the English one, it's not going to be that bad, right? It's going to be something else. Because then the English one comes out, and he's British, and he goes, "Come here, little bitch." And I'm like, oh, this is where we're going now. Okay.
I think you mean my new favorite anime.
Okay, yeah, okay. Check out Diabolic Lovers. There's 2 seasons. There's 2 seasons.
At least the title is accurate.
I
like how it's spelled like an idiot.
Yeah.
Diabolic.
Yeah. But no, seriously, watch it. It's a very short anime, and it's fucking amazing. It is like the best thing to watch with friends if you're having a bad day and you just want to laugh your ass off.
It looks like Vampire Night.
You know, it's like Vampire Night, but worse.
Oh no! Vampire Night is pretty bad.
Because I watched. So speaking of, I was really into Vampire Night when it came out. I really was. I liked it. I thought it was interesting. And then the twist happened, where it's like
such a teenager show.
It's like, well, the incest stuff is what got me like turned off to it right away. It's like, by the way, I'm your brother, but I'm not your brother. I'm your grandfather in your brother's body, and we're meant to be together. Oh, but we're gonna fuck, make a kid. I'm gonna go to sleep for 1,000 years so you can fuck your best friend and also have a kid. And those two are gonna get together, and then I can fuck my daughter when I wake up in like 1,000 years. And I'm like, how did we get here? How did we get from weird superhero vampire school to whatever the fuck that was?
It's because they need to have a plot twist. Bitch Chan.
Yeah, Vampire Night turned me off after the twist. I mean, that was me.
Oh my gosh.
Yukiya ended up pregnant in 5 years. Yeah, I know. My brain hurts now.
My brain hurts just listening to that.
Yeah.
I just like really garbage stuff, so I'll watch it. I don't care. I don't know.
No, I also like really garbage stuff. Zodiac knows I read really bad self-published porn books on Amazon all the fucking time.
I do know this.
And some of them are beautiful. Oh no, I told you too! I forgot, I was reading some to you, Holly.
Yeah, you were reading me some lines.
I was like, just listen to this beauty. It's the best way to spend like $2. And you know what? I'm supporting someone's dreams, so there you go.
Yep.
There's this manga that I like that's super self-indulgent called Blackbird, and it's literally just like the dumbest shit ever, and I just keep reading it, and I don't know why. But it's literally like this guy's a demon or whatever, and he's her teacher, of course. Mm-hmm. And he's actually a demon bird, so when he gets sexy, he has bird wings. And it's just dumb as shit. I fucking hate it, but I just can't stop reading it. It's like low-key I'm invested, so I mean...
It's okay, that's how I was for, what was
it's
it?
on my shelf. I feel embarrassed that I own this,
it's
but
okay.
fuck.
No, it's like, that's how I was with Killing and Stalking when it came out. I was like, oh my god, I can't look away, this is so bad.
Panty and Stocking?
No, Killing and Stalking. Killing and Stalking?
Oh, yes. I was like, Panty and Stocking's not that bad.
Zodiac, don't look it up. It's not like Blood Bank. It doesn't have a good twist. It doesn't end up where you're surprised.
It gets sad, but I'm invested now.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, it got sad from the minute it started, but sadness is my kink. I love depression.
I almost got... because this is the only thing I can think of subject right now, but like... I'm just thinking because I do that to my character all the time, I'll accidentally make them sad, and then like, I had a friend who said she wanted to fight me because I kept making one of my characters have sad things happen to him.
Yeah, because it was like, oh yeah, his family dies, and then his surrogate dad dies.
I just like sad stories. I don't know. It's funny to me. Funny. I mean.
No, that's when my that one like picture of the one kid in the flowers earlier, that was drawn so she wouldn't punch me in the face through the screen.
He's a happy little death boy who just wants to make flowers.
I know.
And he wants to smetch all the people, but his smetches are evil.
Smetch?
His smetches are bad. Why?
America. It's still going. God damn, you guys got 33 minutes until America Day's over. At least for where I'm at. It's probably over for you guys already.
Oh,
it's like 1:30 where I am.
It's 11:34 for me.
Mine would be the same because I'm also in Texas.
See what I mean? All my fuckers live in fucking Texas except me.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all.
Yo. No, but yeah. And then I just remembered I made the thing where it was like we realized things lined up or whatever, Mitchie, and I was just like, why are you attracted to sad, Morgan? Why?
It's okay.
I like how edgy stuff gets. I just love it.
Oh, it's okay. It's like when people find out that, like, when I tell them, like, yeah, everyone loves Ringmaster. I'm like, oh yeah, just wait.
That's like Reese.
I love my chaotic boy, but then they learn things and they're like, oh, now I'm sad.
Why?
And a lot of things make sense now.
I was sad.
It's just anytime I like a character, I'm like, so they were abused. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's interesting, right? How can I abuse this boy?
It's okay.
That's me.
Damien and Salman are gonna get away, adopt a dog somewhere, and be fabulous. I don't fucking know. I don't know how Victoria ends, but there's
basically.
Oh, well, there you go.
Salman's like, I'll be a writer.
Da-da-da.
Aww. God damn it, he's so fucking cute.
Damon's like, I'll have a more useful skill than this.
I'ma make things that people
I'm
actually
an architect. I will be the man. I will have the bacon.
I will be... Okay, go ahead. Sleep tight, dreaming lost. Don't worry, my streams always stay on my channel, just in my unlisted live stream playlist afterwards. So, you're good. You're good.
I keep forgetting that you can't see what I'm drawing this whole time, and I'm just so glad that you can't, because I'm like, oh...
What are you drawing?
I'm not drawing anything, it's just like I would pause for like 20 minutes at a time, and that would just frustrate the shit out of me if I came to stream and they did that.
Well, that's why I just have the video of the chat going through, so people know I'm not working, because I'm not working on anything right now. I still kind of have a mild headache, but you guys are making it better.
I mean, I'm kind of doodling, but that's about it. Late night doodles.
Let me read these. I had to stop reading Killing Stalking. It just made me feel uncomfortable in the second season. I didn't know how to feel about the relationship. God damn it. Being romanticized. I don't think it's being romanticized at all.
I never thought it was romanticized.
Yeah, from what I know, the entire show is based around showing how toxic it was.
That's what I
Yeah,
mean.
like, that's the whole point.
Like,
that's why you're invested.
Fans of it who romanticized it.
Yeah, it's the fans who are like, oh, Sangwoo, ooh, fuck my butt, ooh. Like, no, like, if you like Sangwoo, I mean, you can have a sympathetic character without them still being redeemed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's an okay thing to do.
Okay, so I have a question for you guys from, like, a writer's creator standpoint, because it's something that's always bothered me, is, okay, so pretty much, it's the 50 Shades of Grey logic. It's okay if I'm an asshole and a dick and messed up because I was abused, so everybody thinks it's okay now. And I'm like, no, it doesn't matter if you're abused. I mean, it does matter. I'm not saying you don't matter. But I'm saying you can't be like, oh, the reason why I'm a manipulative little twat is because I was touched as a child. And I'm like, that's awful. I'm not saying it's right. That is awful. But that doesn't give you an excuse to, like, also do that to people. If you're
trying to get better, then it's not a justification.
Yeah. Because I see people do it all the time, they're like, no, it's okay, they were abused. I'm like, no. You know, murdering people is still bad.
I used to have this girl when I was in high school. Just such a cunt. And, you know, I didn't have a great home life either. Like, I've explained this a couple times. Like, I was literally a foster kid, so Holly's backstory is sad. So it's like, whenever people are like, who bring up shit like that, they're like, well, she's an asshole because of this. And I'm like, yeah, that's true, but you should be aware of yourself enough to, like, try to stop that behavior. Like,
yeah,
I'm an asshole,
but I try not to apologize or something.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. I get that, like, those kinds of chains of reactions are difficult to stop, especially if you, like, grew up in a cycle of abuse, because that's what happens. Like, if you're abused, you tend to be an abuser.
Yeah, that is usually what happens. But you should when you're out of that environment,
you're attracted to abuse.
When you're out of that environment, you should have the adult wherewithal to try to stop that cycle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So no, there is no fucking excuse.
Okay, thank you. I'm happy to know I'm not alone.
It's fucking bullshit, and it makes me upset because it's like, just own your mistakes. It's better to do this. I don't know, it just makes me so mad.
It makes me mad because some people use it as an excuse to, like, be a loser, and there's no nice way to say it. So, like, okay, so I have friends who, like, Holly kind of went through some shit that you've went through, but, like, times 10.
Yeah.
And so, like, one of her parents actually kidnapped her and stuff and took her to another state and stuff, and it was bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like, she went through a lot of shit and had to, like, she ended up getting, like, high at 7 because the parents didn't want to put the drugs away. Anyway, so my friend doesn't do drugs, has a good life, and has a job, and there's people who are like, oh, my dad used to beat me, and now I can't go to school or work, and this, and then my friends, they're like, you know, I kind of had a hard life, and it sucked, and I do have issues from it. But I can handle a job.
But I also think it depends, though. If you're still in an environment where that's still occurring.
No, that makes sense. That's not what I mean.
Then you don't have the self-awareness to get out of it.
No, I get that. That's not what I mean. I mean all the people I know who are like that, they've gotten out of it, and they're, like, mooching off of other people.
Oh, well, those people are just awful.
That's what I mean. They're like, and they're like, oh, well, Michelle, you live with your in-laws. I'm like, not by choice, okay? And I pay rent.
Ugh.
I don't just sit at home all day and sit on my ass and not do anything, like some people I know.
That makes me so mad. It's like I live at my mom's house and people are like, wow, you don't do anything. You can just draw what you want because you don't pay bills. And I'm like, no, I pay bills, actually.
I have debt.
I literally paid for, like, literally every appliance in this house.
I still want your fridge.
I bought the fridge, the dishwasher, the freaking laundry. I bought it all.
Oh, Binks, are you finally okay?
Oh.
He's been scared. He's been hiding under the couch all day because of the fire.
Oh.
So yeah, he's creeping.
Poor Bean.
Binksy
Binks?
Bean.
My chinchillas don't give a fuck. They're just like, okay, this again. We're fine.
It's the explosion day.
Yeah, well, this is his first 4th of July. He a baby. His birthday's in August.
Ooh.
He's gonna be 1 year old next month.
Ooh.
Get that right. My son.
Baby.
I find it, so on a random funny note that's hilarious about my cat, is my cat literally has pubic hair.
What?
Because he has puberty hair. It's fucking hilarious. Because he has a white spot, like, right under his crotch, and 2 little white spots in his armpits on his top arms. And Cody's like,
Oh my God.
our son has pubes and puberty hair. And I'm like, oh my god, Binks.
Oh
It's
my
adorable,
goodness.
actually.
It is. It's really fucking cute.
I love it.
Like, I sent a picture to my mom. My mom's like, why is that the only spot he has white hair? I'm like, no, he has 2 tiny spots under his armpits. And my mom's like, oh my god, Michelle. Some kids near my house
What a
were
good
setting off
bean.
fireworks in the state park next to my house, and we had to call the fire department. Yeah, that happens. People are dumbasses.
Yep.
Oh, you want pets? Oh, that was the cutest thing he's ever done.
Oh no.
He, like, put both of his paws on my leg and just leaned up on me.
No.
I'm like, oh, Binks. Come here. Pets. You can eat now.
A good bean.
Okay, well, I don't know. What else do you guys want to talk about? We've touched on almost everything.
Yeah, we've gone many places this stream.
I feel like any time I talk to people, I just depress them. It's so annoying.
You're not depressing me. We're having fun.
Usually my only range of conversation I can go on for a while on my own is about my own damn characters.
I mean, we can talk about story stuff if you guys want.
Again. I don't know.
I'm just inking, so I don't know. I'm not thinking avidly.
Okay, thanks. No nomming wires. You can be cute and cuddly, but you can't nom the wire. Ow, my titty! Ow, close.
Just doodling.
Did I miss the Steven Universe discussion? Kind of. We talked about that, like, the very beginning. But we didn't really talk too much about it.
Yeah, spoilers.
But yeah. Oh, well, I think if that's it, I think I might end the stream then and go make myself some dinner at 11 at night, because I'm trash.
Yeah.
Is your titty okay? Yeah, it's okay. He just jumped off and used his back claws, and that.
I'm
doesn't
just
happen a lot.
drawing a mom. That's all I'm doing.
Alright. Well, I had fun, you guys. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Yee.
Okay.
And my sickness.
Alright, well, I know you're sick. You gotta rest, and I'm surprised you were talking this long with a sickness.
I know.
Down with the sickness.
Enter the screaming void. Alright, well, happy America Day, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this random stream hangout with my friends while we talked about everything.
All the things.
Alright, love you. Love you all. Bye. Smetches.